Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Non-Standard Action. We missed you this week. We're glad you're all back. How has everybody's week been?
My week? It was my first week off of school for the most part. We had school on Monday. But so now I'm like on proper summer vacation, except for, still not going anywhere crowded. But
you didn't go into school though, right?
Actually did. I did go into the building in a limited time slot with nobody else there, et cetera, for cleaning out my room and whatnot.
Was it like a zombie apocalypse?
It was really weird, actually.
Out on tables.
I've heard that from a couple of my teacher friends that they had to go clean out their classroom for the end of the year, and it was very, very strange.
Because it's like it's frozen in time, right? Because we left in March,
right.
And so there's still winter stuff set up. There's still,
weird.
I had
to clean up the stage from
bizarre.
The musical. We were one day away from the musical being, opening night. So I had to take all the mics apart, take the batteries out, wrap up the wires, put that away. That took me half of my time there alone, just cleaning up from the drama.
So sad.
Yeah, it was. It really, it really just put a knife in the heart and twisted a little bit because I had gotten over it for the most part until I started thinking about it again. Yeah. News is, at this point, I'm pretty sure I could set up the mic cables on my own as opposed to having to pay somebody else to do it. Not me pay, but the school pay.
That's good.
Yeah. So that was my week.
Yeah, I went to a demonstration protest on Friday and talked with a bunch of people who were 20. I carefully broached. They are babies. I carefully asked "Oh, are you old enough to remember Occupy Wall Street?" And the woman I was talking to was like, "Yeah, in 8th grade."
I don't remember. Hey, those Zoomers are on point, man.
Oh no! They're they had. It was awesome. These were folks who had set up a tent to provide water and food and medical supplies to protesters. And they're there every day.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
That's
the kids are okay.
Yeah, the kids are all right. The Zoomers are going to come behind us millennials, and if shit's not looking good, they're gonna fucking burn it to the ground.
I'd rather they make it look good.
Yeah, well, I mean, me too. But there's a point at which you no longer have time to make it look good before everybody just dies.
Yeah, the Zoomers are taking no flame, man.
Yeah, they're done.
They have grown up in this environment and never known anything else. They're just pronk all of this.
Yeah. Me, I had the first 10 years of my life here, and you can be and do whatever you want.
Yeah, they don't remember the 90s, is the thing.
The 90s. What a horrid time.
That's what they don't remember. The last time we had economic prosperity for real.
90s gave us Pokemon. That was nice.
90s did give us Pokemon, yes. But I mean, the 70s gave us some pretty great music, and I don't. I mean, people don't think on
give us
that.
Pretty good music, but all anyone remembers is shoulder pads.
Oh boy,
they were pretty awesome shoulder pads.
Toxic.
And it gave us non-binary heroes to worship.
And what?
Yes. Did you really just blaspheme and not remember our Lord and Savior, the great Bowie?
Oh yes.
It's Pride Month. We're kicking you out.
I just don't see it. I just don't remember what decades things come from.
It's okay. It's okay.
Bowie was the 70s.
No, this is something we need to encourage though, because Simon asked the question. And that's the first step.
I am very proud of my willingness to look like the stupidest person in the room.
If it wasn't you, it was me, buddy. So
We need a lot more people like you, Simon. That is a necessary trait, in my opinion.
Slightly tangential but related. I did a Pride Build Day with Out in Tech yesterday. One of the organizations that we built for, you can't see any of the websites yet. They have to get approved by the activists. But was called White People Doing Something. They're a Facebook group started by some Black African American folks. I don't know which term they prefer. To provide a safe space for white people to deal with their racism, with people of color who have volunteered their time to educate white people.
That's a huge burden.
That sounds great.
It is a huge burden, but these are people who have self-selected.
I mean,
educate large numbers of white people. In one place where it's safe to do so. And that group is on Facebook. If anybody else wants to join it, I'm very amused by their name, White People Doing Something.
White people, period. All caps, doing something.
It gets the point across.
It does. And there's some really cool posts on there. It's like I said, it's a safe space where you can deal with the fact that all white people are racist sometimes. We're all racist. Yep. Everyone is racist.
Just remember,
all racist. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool organization.
It is very cool.
And they've expanded. They started as this Facebook group, and now they're working on getting a lot more content up and a website up.
It's very cool.
It's going to be really cool. I got to see the preliminary stages of the website yesterday, and it looks great. Right now, Facebook is the place to find them. On that note, we are happy to announce that next Saturday at noon Pacific time, we are going to be having a fundraiser for Black Lives Matter right here on this channel. We're going to bring back the Sundivers. For you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys get to watch Jet try to kill the Sundivers repeatedly. So
more than once, I hear.
I hope they let Harald abuse the transformation mechanics still.
If he didn't.
I was gonna say, you can't just clip Harald's wings like that. Harald's gotta fly.
Oh, he's got.
Well, I'll let Jet give you guys more information later on in the week. I don't want to spoil anything before he's ready, but I did want to give you guys that teaser. We'll have information up about where you could donate. You're going to be able to give power-ups to the Sundivers. Lapis is probably bringing an original, new, high-level character to play with us. It's going to be a good time.
I'm surprised he let you even announce that.
We talked about it yesterday.
All right.
Yeah, there was an on the announcements page.
Oh, I see.
It's going to be so many burgers.
You guys got to read crew chat, man.
Yeah. I read it. I just forgot about it the next day.
Granted, I partly read crew chat so that I have another place to share TikToks to you guys.
I have no
audience.
idea.
You see what I'm dealing with here?
Let me say though, those TikToks are so appreciated. They're so good. I've yet to see what that I have
bring
not
you the
already
cream
seen
of the
or
crop.
enjoyed. It's the finest
service.
I don't know what to call it because it's not meme farming. It's more like
cultivation.
Artisanal.
Artisanal
TikToks.
Sampling. There we go. That's what it is.
Well, now that we've scarred Nick.
Yeah, have we goofed long enough today? Are we?
Yes,
we got 10 minutes.
I wanted to get just long enough so I could find your intro question, and you've goofed more than long enough.
Fantastic.
Audience, I hope you all commiserate with me that I gave them a place to talk about organizing a fundraiser and then use it to share TikTok videos. Last time, when we last left our investigators, they had moved into the R&D department of this base. They explored a few rooms and they found a planetary or a system-wide whatchamacallit, a system-wide communicator that put them in contact with some stewards who were in orbit, bombarding the station from orbit. Like I said, the stewards informed them that the reactor is going to melt down, and they needed help to disable it. Shortly thereafter, they found this quantum replicator, and they stopped and took some time off air to craft some cool stuff. And they reached level 4. Am I missing any big stuff that you guys remember?
It was a big dungeon crawly episode.
Lots of combats and stuff like that.
A good dungeon crawly episode, but now I'm scared for my life.
Yeah.
Oh, we got tested on.
Oh,
We got tested on, and we all got cool little things.
Weird thing.
The cred stick.
Then took an energy drink.
Yeah, I have that written down still.
We have passed the hour mark. I know mine had a downside that lasted an hour. So
all
take that
of
off.
your downsides have been cleared because you've been in this replicator room for 3.5 hours making stuff. That does still give you enough time to take a 6-hour rest, should you so desire, before moving deeper into the dungeon.
And I sure do.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think we should. My stamina is 0, my resolve is 4.
I was out of spells.
If you all need to rest, that's fine.
Yeah.
Being at 2 of 5 resolve. Okay. You are kind and benevolent, GM.
Yeah.
I'm sure what's his name is calling us every 10 minutes. Like, wait, why are you guys? Are you sleeping? Really?
You haven't moved on the minimap in a while.
The nerves of steel.
Let me ask you guys a icebreaker question this morning before we jump in to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gave this to us at 9:02, and we have had.
Well,
don't worry, I figured something out in the interim.
Hey, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Good. You guys thought about it while you were goofing. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
So this morning, our character question, our in-character icebreaker question, is: what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Let's start with Tom.
Hey, so Ogden got a really good piece of advice from his sort of like his quasi-mentor figure in Division 9. And that advice was to try and work with others to see if you can turn them to your advantage. It's hard to boil down into like a single sentence, but to bring it back to James Bond, like James Bond never, he always works with people from other organizations and stuff like that. He just doesn't always tell them everything that he wants. So proper spy stuff, like don't be afraid to work with people. Just don't share everything with them. Ideal.
Very relevant.
So, yeah.
Very.
Yeah. It's like I thought about it for a character for this game.
Simon, what's the best piece of advice Lasco has ever given?
Yeah, so I think Lasco's best advice was probably given by Jabaxa when he handed over the reins of the level 21 crew, which was probably something like, all right, kid, you're pretty smart, but don't get too impressed by your smartness. And Lasco has taken that to heart.
Good advice. Good advice. Leaf.
Iteration 13. The best advice they ever got was from their perceived like the head of their unit. They were dealing with a really tough case at the time, and they were just they were told to not internalize these things and to trust their own internal workings to know the right thing to do. And they've listened to their gut ever since, and they've never been led astray.
Nice. Liz.
When Adelaide was a young girl living out in the borders of near space, the old man who ran the shonky shop at the station where they would go to sell the scrap that they reclaimed from various wrecks, she and her family. The old man at the shonky shop told her that if one does not demand more than one expects to get, one will not get as much as they deserve. Of course, he said it differently, but she likes to say it a bit more posh these days.
Probably many more curse words thrown in.
Yes.
Imagine, yeah.
Language is a bit more crude out in the vast.
Very nice. See, I don't need to give you guys time to think about these things. All of that was great.
I don't want you to
That's a
learn
great
that
question,
lesson from
To be
this.
fair.
Take away. You should take away that we are fantastic at improv.
You're fantastic at improv. It's true.
We're so good
I
at
don't know what I
this.
did to deserve such fantastic players. Most of the time. Most of the time, you're fantastic.
You were just dissing on us for not reading the channel.
I was. I am a
think-
capricious GM.
Well, we
There's
really
never
hot and
were
cold
done
over here.
that.
There's
But,
literally
I
a
think
guy-
it's like all things. I think it's just, like practicing an art. You just got to practice improv on a weekly basis. Same time, same place every Sunday morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah. It is
There's
indeed.
some- Ready? Here it comes.
What?
You hear him?
We don't hear it.
Okay.
There.
There's this guy.
Motorcycle gang.
Hi to
It's
him
the same
for
guy.
us.
I've watched him. I looked out the window. It's the same guy, no helmet, driving back and forth on this little strip of road outside my house. I don't freaking understand it.
With a
He
bike
doesn't
that
have a
loud,
helmet on.
with a bike that loud, you don't need a helmet. The sound waves protect you, obviously.
Well,
Hey,
at least another motorist.
Wear a helmet, please. Don't be dumb like that guy.
Maybe he's
Honestly.
a fan of the show and he just wants to participate.
Yeah, he tracked me down.
If you're a
I like
fan of the
to
show, wear a helmet.
Yes.
It's important. Protect your noggin.
Don't ride dirt bikes down my road.
And maybe investigate getting a muffler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
something's
hear,
wrong with
I
the
hear
bike.
they're not super expensive.
No, that guy probably
do we-
paid premium just to make sure his bike sounded that loud.
Remove the muffler.
That's the funny thing, right?
All
Do
right.
we want to? I don't know if anybody's interested in talking about level 4 stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys want to tell the audience what you got at level 4?
Start. I'm a soldier. Oh wait, actually, it is something different. Never mind. I was just gonna say I got a
You took an archetype.
combat feat. That's it. But yeah,
Alright.
I know I took an archetype. So I got my level 4 archetype biz for steward officer. That is the name of the archetype. And it's called military training is the name of the replacement. Which guess what? It gave me a combat feat.
Because it was a proficiency that you didn't need, right? So
No. It specifically gave me improved unarmed strike. It was that, or it gives you long arm proficiency or advanced melee proficiency. So since I'm a soldier, I already had all of those. I got the improved unarmed strike. So actually, I will be doing a little more unarmed striking. Yeah, because now my unarmed attacks do a whopping 1d6. That's
All right, Nick. This is a martial arts movie now.
yeah. I was gonna
Okay.
say.
Got it.
now I just need to take it. Maybe I'll take 2 levels of operative so I can put the operative property on it, right, for death strike, and then we'll just run around punching things, and we'll never need any
Yes.
weapons.
Okay,
Be really
don't
sad
roll
when we
for
run
it.
into ghosts.
It's an action movie now.
Can I be the evil witch?
I mean, you have like
Sure.
magic powers. That's a subset of martial
Yeah.
arts. I think.
There's an evil witch in every good action movie, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Or at least most.
All right, so we can punch things now. What else have you guys
Yeah.
got?
Nothing too
Um,
exciting. Lasco can also punch things now. I mean, he was already okay at punching things, but now he's slightly better at punching things.
Second level spells.
Oh yeah, fine. Mine's boring.
it's huge for Witch Warper.
Yeah. And it means that I can also cast Infinite Worlds at second level, which means that in you can make a hazard. So, for instance, I used to be able to just make difficult terrain, like a pile of kittens. But now I can make a hazard that does damage. So the kittens now have really sharp claws.
So a pile of cats, full-grown cats.
Yeah.
Who haven't had their nails trimmed recently by
gosh.
their irresponsible owners.
Oh, geez. Wait, you that's a thing you can do? You can trim cats' claws?
And if you don't, you're a madman.
That sounds like a great way to get clawed yourself.
Yeah, you have to arm wrestle them. It's
But I mean, you break their spirit.
Yeah.
Like whether or not it's very similar with hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Is that something Liz is saying or something Adelaide is saying? I'm not clear on that. Oh gosh.
Adelaide contains certain parts of Liz.
Indeed.
So Ogden also took an archetype in this game. It's an archetype that starts at level 4 from Com. It's the espionage specialist archetype because, Ogden's a spy. This makes sense. But also none of the other biohacker things until level 8 really attracted me that much. And so I was like, this archetype fits Ogden. I'm not missing out much. Really, like, I did take it for the character reason of I'm he's still working on becoming a spy and stuff like that. So he got bluff and disguise and stealth as class skills. He already had bluff as a class skill, but he got the other two, which is neat. And he can re-roll. No, he can roll with the D&D 5e advantage thing. He can roll twice and take the better result once a day with one of those skills.
So you got them as class skills, but did you put points in them?
I put a point into stealth, yes, just so I can actually sneak around now. Only +6 because I'm not very dexterous, but that'll increase as I get more and more smart. I'll be better at sneaking once I get more smart points.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Totally. Just like crystals help us be, more wise and dexterous and stuff like that too.
Absolutely. Just got to get the right crystal.
Yeah, true. That's it. The right memories.
I'm surprised you guys were able to pull them from this quantum synthesizer. Just pulled them from other planes. Used on other planes of existence are dumber now.
We have a witch warper. It's all right.
Simon, you got cut off there. What were you telling us?
Oh, no. Lasco didn't change that much. He also took improved unarmed strike to improve his unarmed attacks. He also picked up the at level 4 operatives get debilitating strike, which means that instead of people being just flat-footed to him, they're flat-footed to everyone. Assuming I succeeded the trick attack, and we all know how often that happens.
It should start happening more often.
A little bit. It mostly happens around starting at level 7. It's tough until then. Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Well, you guys ready to hop back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
All right.
We gotta stop a reactor from melting down.
Yeah. So you guys are pretty good on this quantum replicator room. You've used you've used all the quantum energy it had, and then fed more stuff to it to sort of keep creating things.
Feed the bees.
And now you're ready to move on wherever you'd like to go.
Oh man, so many choices.
Well, we didn't go further down east in this hallway outside, correct? We could try that way.
Yeah, so I guess we've explored. Yeah, let's ping things. So we've explored this room.
You guys should have dynamic lighting.
Yeah, we do. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, I see.
I just need
the
to
room
zoom
Smog
out.
of War has been removed. We've explored it. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Looks
This
like
is
we've
a
got
big
some
map.
rooms
It
to
should
the
be noted.
north. It is quite a large map. We
you haven't
still have
been-
only searched like half of it, looks like.
Yeah, you guys must have accidentally gone through a wall here on... Oh, no. You haven't been... So you guys haven't been in that room yet?
Nope. We have
You
not.
guys haven't actually been in
North.
these rooms to the north yet. Someone must have accidentally
Yeah.
where'd everybody go?
wall there.
Am I
To the
alone?
northwest.
6.
Northwest.
They went out
Oh.
they went out the door, and there you go.
It's gracious. All right. So
any
we want to try it.
labeling?
This looks like an.
Any label on this door?
There's no label on this door. You guys haven't seen any other ones with labels since those two right at the beginning. This
Can't
is
put
just
a label on
another
that door.
just another airlock style door, bulkhead door, like the ones you've seen throughout this section.
We open it.
All right. Go ahead and move inside. Remember, you can move through doors these days.
Done.
I will never get used to it.
I was playing with a script that would let me toggle doors open and closed.
Neat.
Looks
But it
Right,
was
we're in-
very finicky, and I
It
didn't.
looks
really-
kind
I
of.
This room
decided
looks
that it
gross.
wasn't.
This room looks. Yeah. Purple
Well-
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a crack in the western wall and part of the ceiling, and pale ice fills the gap, much like the ice that you saw in the observation lab. Technological junk, images on translucent film, wires, circuitry, pinkish ooze with clear shards in it, smashed furniture, and mutilated body parts are scattered around this cold chamber. A fusion fizz vending machine sits against the wall across from the door, apparently untouched by the violence here.
Oh man,
Oh, we've
That's
slept. We're
suspicious.
probably hungry again.
that soda is so creepy.
No, we still have sodas from the other vending machine. Remember, we have like 7 days worth of soda.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Iris cracked one open and had another real World War Z Pepsi moment. Which screw you, whoever made that movie.
Lasco will say, let's search the room. I think we have enough provisions for now.
Agreed.
When you search the room, you find a holographic image of Adelaide, showing her smiling, moving through a crowd at a social event. Adelaide, you have no memory of this event, and you're pretty sure you don't even own the clothes you're wearing in that picture.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's very much my taste, but no, I don't own anything with that particular cut. That's eerie and
It is.
wait. Is this? Well, actually, so here's the thing. She's probably used to seeing herself in alternate realities, Witch Warper. So,
But are you used to finding pictures of?
And these are like actual photos?
Yes, space photos.
Space photos. Okay.
So they're holograms, rather than paper. But
I'll know how notoriously hard it is to fake a hologram.
Is there a timestamp on it?
no, there's not. Other than being a hologram, it's like a paper photograph.
Would you like to keep it, Miss Fortwith?
Absolutely. Although it is unsettling. Do I recognize any of the other people in the photo? Like, is this a party that...
No.
Okay. Also weird. I know a bunch of people. So, what do we remember about the weird pale ice? Because I don't remember that at all.
Wasn't that
It's
something that insulation that automatically fills in to heal?
Oh.
Just-
Okay, right.
Yeah.
What about this purple substance on the floor?
The pinkish ooze, you can give me a life science or a medicine check on that.
You got it. That's a 16.
Can Iris move further into the room, or is bad things going
Of
to happen?
course. Go for it.
Great.
Nothing bad has happened.
Why would she tell you?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I try to move in, and she's like, "No, you can't do that." So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't one of those times. That's all.
Yeah, the nice thing about removing the doors is if you guys pause at the door, you give me at that moment to have something jump out at you. If you want to. So if it doesn't, right away, you can pretty much assume.
Fair enough.
Give me a second to describe the room before you start moving around. But once I've described it, if nothing jumps in your face, you can move around.
Okay, so like move in just the first square and then wait for you to finish.
Yeah, and then wait for me to describe the room, and then you guys can sort of move about freely as long as I don't ask you to roll initiative and things.
Okay,
It's fair.
Ogden, that pinkish ooze appears to be some sort of nutrient paste. When you put it in your chemicalizer and analyze it a little bit further, it appears much more potent than normal nutrient paste, like that used for nourishing people who have severe injuries and helping them recover. Yeah.
It's a nutrient paste. Oh, I wouldn't try it.
this was a medical area then? This doesn't tell you anything about what sort of experiment they were doing here?
Something like this would typically be used for patients that have sustained grievous injuries, and perhaps they're in a coma or something like that to keep them alive for a long period of time.
Agent, would you mind telling me all these scattered limbs? Who do you think they belonged to?
Ogden takes a look at the scattered limbs.
The graves?
There appear to be body parts from a number of species in this room. None of them grays.
So just list off a few. They look like common packed world species, perhaps, or
Yeah.
okay. Oh well, I see a number of limbs. That one is a Vesk. This is a Sheeran. No grays among the collection, but
That's a Yosoki liver.
Ooh.
Lasco
No one said limbs.
instinctively,
He said
Lasco
body parts.
instinctively puts a hand over his liver.
The Yoki's most precious organ.
Let's move on.
Isoki liver, the forbidden fruit.
As Iris moves sort of in the range of that vending machine over there,
no.
roll me some initiative. Oh no! You're not going to leave this room alive!
Gosh. What the pronk is that?
That
Oh.
appears to be a mimic. No one's not quite sure
Yay.
why there was a hacking soda machine in this lab. I'm very disappointed in you all. Just saying.
Well,
I mean,
We found the soda machine elsewhere.
Yeah. Maybe they just really like
Researchers
that soda.
Here, let me
thirsty.
show you this mimic machine.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cute.
cool.
Um,
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That's very good.
yeah, Tom, this is in your sheet as the
In
nanobot.
my yes.
Yeah.
Or nanobot.
I thought they might look like nanobots.
Variant nanobot mimic. Yes.
Yep.
Got it.
And
Thank you.
there's
I
a
will
note
open
there.
that
This
for
one
loading.
is a variant, so you're not too surprised when it's not exactly what you find.
Sure.
Hey guys, before we get started here, I just want to point out that long rests only give you back your character level's worth of HP. I had to look that up just to make sure I was doing it right myself.
Well, I didn't look it up.
and
I
if
don't
you
remember how
wanted-
much hit points I had.
That's okay.
If you
go
wanted,
for it.
Ogden could have also restored hit points, because he
I'd
can do
be
medicine and stuff.
happy to do that, but I'm missing only 4 right now, so maybe save it for another combat. Because you can restore.
I just meant
6
yesterday.
at minimum, right? Oh, you already restored hit points yesterday. You can't do that twice in a day, right?
Okay, if I restored hit points to you yesterday, then yeah. So yeah, let's just forget it, and we'll do it after the battle if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Probably.
All right. Lasco gets to move first as nanobots. As this machine transforms into a swarm of nanobots. It just sort of breaks apart.
Yeah, I imagine that Iris is like stooped underneath something, like checking under it, when the machine starts to dissolve behind him, and Lasco springs into action, saying, "Marshall, behind you," and rushes forward and, I guess, swats them out of the air.
Swat 'em.
Unarmed combat against nanobots is a little bit hard to visualize.
You're swatting them. Just
I mean, swat them. Yeah.
Failed a trick attack. Unarmed 15 versus KAC probably misses.
15 is not enough. All right.
Then actually let me move here.
Okay. There is a buzzing, like thousands of almost microscopic bees as the swarm descends on
More bees.
Iris and Adelaide.
oh,
Hell
And then
no.
they turn for 8 piercing damage.
Saves or anything to reduce? Just 8 piercing damage.
No, it's just 8 piercing damage. This is the problem with swarms.
It's just
heck.
a cloud of
God,
death.
swarms of things. No. I hate swarms of things.
yeah, swarms are awful.
Iris, as you start your turn in this particular swarm's space, I need a reflex save.
Of course you do.
Uh-huh.
My worst save of them all. Oh, but I got 20.
But yeah, you managed to sort of duck and weave enough that you are not entangled in this morass of nanobots.
My God. Iris calls out, "Ogden, what are these things?" and delays their turn to after Ogden so they can hear what Ogden has to say.
Sure.
Read me the Pokedex entry.
Ogden will read you the Pokedex entry. This appears to be a nanobot mimic. It's a type of swarm, so it is going to be very hard to hit with things that only target one person, which is unfortunate. If you start your turn while encompassed by them, it's going to be difficult to get out. They can entangle you. They can mimic objects, as we've seen. Other than that, we might want to spread out because, as you and Miss Fortwith saw, they will hit as many targets as they can in their space. So this thing has construct immunities, swarm immunities, and swarm defenses, which is a huge bummer.
I hate swarm defenses.
Yeah, they're the worst. Pathfinder did it much nicer with swarms, where they were like, hey, not being able to target swarms for 90% of characters is garbage. Let's fix that. That said, so Lasco was able to attack this thing, even though he had a single target attack.
Well, I missed. I presume it would have.
He missed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess Ogden he'd like to just step backwards out into the hallway. Does this door open behind him?
Yeah, they're sliding, irising doors.
Okay. Oh, but then if he does that, he's not going to be able to attack and stuff like that because he move actioned to recall knowledge on this thing. So instead, he's going to take his pistol, and I guess he has a bayonet on his pistol now that we installed from we synthesized, and attached to that is another syringe stick. So Ogden just tries to like
hold on.
jab the thing.
Why don't we
Adelaide
just
is
leave
going
and close the
to.
door?
Adelaide's going to be calling, "Everyone get out! I have a spell for this."
Oh,
We also have a door.
all right. Then Ogden will. They're nanobots. I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way out. Right.
Together.
Ogden
Yeah.
Ogden will back out of the room and say, "Right." That is Ogden's turn.
All right, Iris.
Iris will follow suit, but as they go, they will ready one of their frag grenade ones and stand right here to kind of keep the door open. Wave the hand every time it starts to close.
Put a hand in the track so it doesn't close.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let me cancel this, and that's more of like so I have a readied action to throw the grenade as my standard.
Pulling the grenade is a move action, and then moving over there is a move action.
Well, I mean, I drew it as I moved.
Oh yeah, you can draw as you move. Ready to action.
Yeah,
okay. Higher
than one, so. And being unarmed, I had nothing in that hand, so. Draws a grenade and stands ready to throw it for when Lasco leaves the room.
All right, Adelaide, I need a reflex save.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I'm not terrible at those. How'd I do?
Ooh, you were entangled.
Oh no!
1 round.
Ouch.
Does that mean she can't move or that she's just slowed?
It's half speed, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's manageable.
Typically, it's half speed.
Right. This is the weapon.
And it doesn't say. The DC is actually. Do you want me to tell you the DC?
Oh, I have the DC.
Oh! I thought that's what you were.
No, I was looking at entangled.
Okay.
Impedes your movement, but does not entirely prevent you from moving. So you can move at half speed, but you can't run or charge and take a -2 penalty to AC attack rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and all dexterity-based skill and ability check.
All right. Well, Adelaide will and while she does so, she'll take out her spell gem for caustic conversion. But she won't. Actually, no, I think she can cast it, right?
Yeah, because you can draw it as a move action.
Drawing, yeah.
You also have,
Okay.
a BAB of 1 at this point, or higher.
Yep. Very cool.
I would suggest getting out of the room, though.
Yeah. Let's see. How many can she move?
You can move 3 squares.
2,
Yeah.
and
Just back up right into
3. Ogden.
Ogden's face.
Yep.
Or, it might even be better to move diagonally down into the square beneath you.
I like that.
Just so we're not blocking Ogden.
True. And then she's going to cast Caustic Conversion. The description is: you fling magical nanites that convert water vapor around your target into deadly acid. Make a ranged attack roll against your target's EAC. If you hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage, and it takes 5 additional acid damage at the end of its turn each round for the spell's duration.
That sounds single target.
That
That's
sounds
found.
single.
Boo!
Yeah.
So unfair. You can't fight nanites with nanites.
What they say, can't fight nanites with nanites.
That is what my grandmother always
Classic
said.
aphorism, yes.
Then can I say that she took out her hazard woodwork? I mean, I'd kind of like to just flame these guys, but fine. So instead, she didn't take out that crystal. She just cast hazard, which
That's an area spell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good choice.
3 for, let's just call that acid, because I wanted acid.
That's what I wanted.
Come on, roll 20. Ooh.
Is that like that song? Oh god, I can't remember. Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
The nanobots continue to swarm around your acid, ignoring it.
Oh no, they're immune to
Their
acid?
reflex save.
Well, they just made
Oh.
it.
No, they made their reflex save.
Okay.
Comparatively. Lasco.
Salty.
Lasco will get out of dodge and find out how bad his plan is. Ducking around the nanite swarm, and then as he gets out of the room, he slams the button next to the door to close it, and then...
Before you do that, Iris...
Wait, Iris's hand is there.
Grenade.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you can close the door.
Yep.
Oh my god, for minimum damage. Okay.
Oh no.
I'll take it.
Grenades.
Hold on, wait. Does anyone have we been given a reroll yet? I'll reroll that damage. I will.
You do have a reroll.
No, I don't think it is worth it. It's a D6. Boo grenades. Anyways, the DC is 13, but it doesn't matter. You're taking 1 either way.
Okay.
I require more of a Wilhelm scream than a.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me.
That's all right.
Shrapnel takes out a small chunk of the nanobots, but more nanobots quickly swarm in to fill the gap.
And Lasco closes the door.
Looks at it warily.
Yeah. Nanobots. How much do you guys hate these nanobots?
A lot. Are they going to start creeping through the door?
Do you guys have the resources to deal with this swarm?
I mean, it sounded like Adelaide had. Sounded like Adelaide had some.
It also has a crystal of overheat, which she can cast.
I think that's single target too.
That's a cone.
No, it's not. Overheat is a cone.
Yeah.
So you have one spell cone.
That's one spell.
2 more frag grenades.
And 2 more frag
It's so
grenades.
annoying because I was thinking that Ogden should have some explosive rounds made because explosive rounds work against swarms.
Yeah.
I have like
didn't say
5 grenades. I have 5 frag grenades.
Oh, so we have more grenades. We can pan those out to people who can use them. But they're also frag grenades. So expect we have 5, 6, 7
damage.
That's 7. That's 7 damage that we're probably going to get out of them if there's 7 grenades.
Times 1.5. Swarms take extra damage from area of effect.
Fair.
That's true. Sounds like you guys have a chance.
We leave it up to you, Nick. It's a question of whether you think that this is
I like this mimic because it's a mimic and it's a classic dungeon trope.
But it's also been updated for space.
But it's now a space dungeon trope. You hear furious buzzing on the other side of the door, but it won't swarm through. I won't make you guys fight this thing.
Oh, thank you.
Closing the door was a good plan.
Yay!
I will reward your. No, we don't want to fight this thing. We're running away. I will not.
Help us. Guys,
Hey, man,
she
we got-
helps us.
We got Fleam to do. We got reactors to stop from melting down.
It's true.
I do bemoan the loss of whatever treasure is in that room, but that's okay.
Whatever it is, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, you
were
hear a
about to-
furious buzzing from beyond the door, but it appears it is a airlock quality door, and the nanobots cannot get through.
Nice.
Iris
Call.
breathes a sigh of relief. They know how bad swarms of things can be. And for just a moment, a flash of Dragonkin being swarmed by angry bugs.
Yeah.
To your left is a metal door that's been cut open in several places, crumpled and partially melted. Door frame is severely damaged. Smears of dark liquid run on the floor from the room beyond and into the hallway, lessening and disappearing as they go. There's no way you're getting that door open. There is another door further down the hallway, however.
So,
Agent, can you identify this?
Yes.
also, did Nick just drop out for anyone else, or was that just me?
No, I got it.
Possibly you.
Okay, I need to do some things real quick. 1 second.
All right. Ogden takes a sample of the smear and throws it in his chemolyzer.
Life science or medicine?
Medicine.
Smear.
Yes. Only an 18. I'm rolling very poorly on my checks.
No,
today.
does that include your bonus that you get from the chemolyzer, though?
I didn't realize the chemolyzer gave me a bonus.
The chemolyzer gives you, I think it's a +4 to identify substances.
You should put that in there. But in the meantime, that is enough.
Okay.
They're biological fluids, mostly blood from various species. You can identify troll blood, Tashtari blood, and Akeshji blood, among other substances. It's also contaminated with inert nanites.
Oh.
Weird and not good.
Of the type that we saw in that room.
Engineering check.
Lasko will look over his shoulder and try to figure out what the role of those particular nanites is. 28.
Yep, they're part of a
+2.
larger grouping, such as the mimic you saw in the last room.
I believe these...
Nice.
Yes, whoever this belonged, well, I guess a lot of different things were fighting here.
Yes, they had their fingers in quite a few pies, it seems.
It looks like the door down there may be easier to get through.
Yes.
Very well.
Ogden
That door.
levels his pistol.
That door you can get through. The normal
What do
door.
we... right, yep.
I made sure to break in and tell you you couldn't go through the other one.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
So this room has 4 double workstations suitable for small humanoids lining the walls, 3 to the west and 1 to the northeast. Sprawled atop the floor, in the center of the room, is a small humanoid who's been mutilated.
Ooh.
Between 2 northwesternmost stations is a machine of smoky crystal, an array of gold and silver wire. You've seen these sort of throughout the facility. An airlock double door is set into the north wall, and lighter alloy doors are set into the east and south walls. So that machine's another gray comm unit that you guys can salvage if you like.
Heck yeah.
And is it planetary as well, or I can't remember. If it's all in here.
It's another planetary one.
Okay, cool. Iris will come up here.
Ogden
Giving you
begins
perception
examining
checks as you're moving into the room, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Iris does have their scanner out, kind of like perpetually now that they can do unarmed stuff. Is that
Ogden got a 33.
Nice. What were you saying, Leaf?
I'm just wondering if it's legit for me to just kind of leave the scanner toggled on a little more now that Iris is not wielding a weapon as they walk through this.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Imagining, I suddenly decided that Iris's scanning device looks like a really tripped out, a really spacified magnifying glass.
That's absolutely what I was thinking. Great minds think alike. It's a very fine magnifying glass with a brass rim and a fine mahogany handle. But then it's got like a little like 2 protrusions out the top that like have like
little
weird
LEDs.
sci-fi stuff on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like they can press a button on it and like a half a dozen other like littler magnifying glasses pop out, so it like turns into a microscope. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Nice.
I still need a perception check from Adelaide.
Oh. I don't know why. I mean, they're barely worth rolling for.
To see who's in the surprise round and who's not, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone above a 23 is in the surprise round. As we roll initiative from these 2 little screelings that y'all notice behind this workstation before they jump out and try to eat you. You know.
The implication raised by Screelings is concerning to Tom the player, even if Ogden hasn't identified them yet.
It implies a more powerful and advanced Scree-lay.
Scree sire.
Of course, don't forget about
the Scree Sire.
Yeah.
You'll famously remember Book 3 of Dead Sons.
Oh, I was trying to make a joke about Screeling,
Iris.
Screelaga.
Etymology jokes, yes.
Iris, you get a move or a standard as you notice those screelings hiding out over there.
Oh gosh. I don't like going first in surprise rounds, so we're just going to use a standard to full defense.
Okay. Ogden is in the surprise round.
Yep. Ogden doesn't like the look of these things, and is going to level his pistol at blue to the north and take a single shot with his injector pistol. We're going to make this a sickened shot.
Show me some dice. Ooh.
That's a 24 to hit for 8 points of piercing damage, and it is sickened for the rest of its little life. And then I'm going to remember to start battle music.
Poor Skreeling.
It was you were waiting until the end of the surprise round.
The Skreeling takes to the air, flying 10 feet up, and well, I guess it's going to come up here and get in Iris's face, actually. That's what it's going to do. It's going to fly over into Iris's face. Lasco is not in the surprise round. Adelaide's not in the surprise round. This Skreeling is going to fly over and get in Ogden's face. Flapping furiously. All right, Iris. First real turn.
This is what I've been waiting for. Iris is going to 5 foot. No. Iris is going to stay there. They're in a tactical position here, and instead they're just going to full attack the blue. One shield bash with the shock pad, and one just unarmed strike, kind of like a punch. So. Yeah, it occurs to me now that I don't have something set up for that. So just take 4 off of each of these. And that first one is attacking EAC. The second one is attacking KAC. So that's a 22 to hit and then a natural 1.
No, the first one will hit.
Failure. That's all right. The first one does max damage. 11 damage. 11 shocking damage to the little blue boy.
Yeah, that's pretty mean. To that poor Skreeling. Shocking.
Positively shocking.
All right, Ogden. I appreciate you, Tom.
Sorry, it's like one of my favorite James Bond puns. All right, so not even pun, just like his stupid stingers that he says after things happen. So Ogden is going to now take a move action to identify this Skreeling, and so he will call out to the party. These appear to have some damage reduction. Unless your weapons happen to be made of cold iron. They have a cluster ability. They are very dangerous in large numbers. They're good pack tactics hunters. So mechanically, they get a +1 bonus to flanking in addition to the +2 normally. And these are younger versions of a much scarier creature called the Scree Sire, or Scree Daddy, as some people call them. But
refer to them as from now on. Thank you.
You're welcome. So then Ogden is just going to he's going to try and stab at Red now with the syringe stick on the end of his pistol. So we'll make this a sedative.
You don't want to sicken again? Are you sure?
I mean, now you're making me second guess myself.
Right. The classic
another option.
I just want you to sicken it so I can leave it toggled on the sheet.
Okay, well, for your sake then, I will sicken this. I will sicken
Make
this
my life
creature.
easier if they're both sickened.
Yeah, well, I want to make your life easier, Nick. It's okay. Stab. That is a hit. 24 points of piercing. 24 to hit for 3 points of piercing. Now, the regrettable thing, as I just pointed out, is that they have DR5. Cold iron. If my hit doesn't do damage, they don't take the effect of the biohack.
Oh, that's why you were going to do sedatives. I see. Yeah, because it's not going to do any damage. I will let you change it back. I don't want you to sacrifice your thing for...
no, that's okay. because I'm not, the biohack isn't lost because it was just in my syringe stick. Melee weapons don't lose biohacks. I'm satisfied to not rewrite history.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
In that case, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna toggle sickened.
Because of you, Tom.
Because poor Tom didn't do any damage.
Because I couldn't do. Actually, I couldn't even get over 5 points of damage. 5 is my max with the syringe stick. Because it's only a D3.
It's going to try to bite Iris. Nom nom nom. Oh, that's a 15 to hit Casey. I don't think that's.
Oh, that'll miss. No, that'll absolutely.
And seeing that Iris is hard to hit, but he also has electricity. It's gonna stay right here. Lasco.
Lasco will step into the fray, taking some diagonals so he doesn't provoke, and getting them both into flanking. And then, taking an unarmed strike against the blue one. The DR will suck, but I think it's worth it. It's not worth it if I fail the trick attack, though. Okay, so that's probably a hit, but 8 damage minus DR is
3.
not much damage. But imagine if I'd succeeded the trick attack, it would have been 16 minus 5. Way better.
Would have been way better. It's true. Adelaide.
Dreams.
All right, Adelaide is going to. Lasco, you're in the way.
Lasco makes a mental note to talk to you about your 10.
Mr. Lasco. Well, we could just a hazard, or
That's 6 seconds of thinking, man.
I know, hazard, fine. And she will make it centered here so that it will not hit.
Oh, you can. If you're considering it, Lasco will say, you can. How would I say this in the middle of the fight? No. You'll like look at Lasco, and Lasco will nod to you.
Oh yeah.
Look in his eye.
All right.
And then
Very
he does.
well. Hazard.
Yeah, Lasco could make that reflex save.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Sadly, so can the Screelings.
No, that's the problem with 0 level spells.
Yeah.
I need to stop using them.
And they're still pretty good.
Yeah.
And you don't have to roll to hit, so...
Yeah.
It's fine for a level 0 spell. Is this the thing that uses spell slots?
This one, no. The 0 level.
Oh, that's the difficult terrain one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want your move action?
Yeah, she will use her move action to take out her little Electrovore statuette.
Okay. This Screeling is going to dart up towards the ceiling and then back down to be opposite its buddy. I suppose Ogden and Lasco get an attack of opportunity as it darts out of that square.
Crit.
Ouch.
For 18 damage minus
Oh
DR.
my god.
Ouch. There's one
Can I think I can use a biohack as a reaction or a medicinal, right?
I mean, you had it in your syringe stick in your hand. And
Well, I want to use the sedative this time, so Ogden will lash out, quickly throwing a sedative in.
ooh, it's me.
And
Not a crit.
misses anyway, so that's fine.
This Screeling is going to attack Lasco. Bite. Come on, roll 20. Switch
Looking
browser
for
for
a
you.
19.
That's gonna hit for 9 piercing damage. Bites you with its tiny little teeth. Iris.
You would think that Simon would be fine with that. He loves it when our cat bites him with his little teeth.
Yeah, but this is Lasco, not Simon.
It doesn't
True.
break skin either.
Yeah.
Now, so
9 piercing damage is a little bit harder than Topher.
A little bit.
A little bit.
is Lasco the one that gives asymmetrical flanking?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you're
All
currently
right.
flanking both of them.
Fantastic. Full attack against Blue with the shock pad. Ew, a 6 and a 10 to hit.
It rolls, friendo.
Gross.
2 misses.
Getting them low rolls out of the way. Iris, just not in it today.
Unless Sickened reduces their AC.
No, it doesn't. It's only offensive things.
It's only offensive things. Sorry, Iris. All right, Ogden.
Okay.
All right. Ogden is going to take a step back here, and he will. His tail draws the azimuth laser pistol as he's going, and is going to reach out around his shoulder and shoot the red one to the south of Mr. Lasco. This is a double tap shot, as always.
So literally, yeah. Pew pew.
Come on. That is only a 10 to hit the AC.
Not enough.
I kind of want to use my reroll just because we've got reroll sitting here, and these guys, we haven't hit them in a while.
You do. This one's coming from Ghost.
Thanks, Ghost. Here
right.
is the D20 roll. Well, I got one higher. That is an 11 versus the AC, so that's
Still
going
not
to be a
enough.
Womp.
Oh no.
womp.
Poor
That is
Ogden.
Ogden's awful, no good, terrible turn.
All right. The blue one is going to attempt to bite Lasco twice. Bite. Nom nom.
Miss, please.
An 11 is going to miss, but a 22 is going to hit you for 5 piercing damage.
Ow.
What is your answer, Lasco?
My answer is to claw back. Trig attack on, I think blue's hurting more, right? Let's claw.
You've heard
Did
both
crit
of them.
red.
I did crit red, but yeah, fine. All right, I'll go against red because blue is second anyways. A successful trig attack and a hit. Low damage though. Oh wow, super low damage.
Minimum
Very
damage.
sad.
Damage.
1 damage.
Double minimum
Blue, you said?
damage. And flat-footed until the end of next turn, so he is flat-footed and flanked, which stacks unlike in Pathfinder.
That's great.
End of turn.
All right, Adelaide.
Actually, I guess
All right.
I will take a 5-foot step here.
Oh, well, that's very nice, but you didn't even have to do that, as I will be using my full round action to cast Puncture Veil. You can target 2 creatures within 20 feet of each other with the effect described above. And so, roll that damage. Yeah, basically they get... Oh, with the effect described above, I always forget, refers to the thing that I wrote down earlier. Basically, the creature takes 1d4 piercing damage and gains bleeding 1 for 3 rounds.
Okay.
That's red.
Actually, both, since I spent
Oh,
a
nice.
full round
Yeah,
action.
she split it. So the first one would take, one of them takes 2 and one of them takes 3, because that rolled 2d4.
Oh, yeah.
They each take 1d4 damage, right? That's what you said. This first attack, underneath first attack, it's saying piercing 5 from 2d4.
The 2d4 damage... Oh, okay, so do I need to roll another d4?
No.
No, you roll
split
2.
it up.
and just add
Gotcha.
it.
Yeah. Okay, so one of them gets 2, one of them gets 3.
But since
do
it's
you
a
need me to
D4, they're
choose?
both immune to it, right? No, they're both immune. Remember 5DR?
Oh,
This is, yeah, I guess it's magical DR, or magical, but
And then there's no save or anything on that?
nope.
But the bleeding applies. Yeah, are you sure you don't want to just put it on one of them? That's way more effective when...
Would you like, Mr. Lasso? Would you like the one that's already hurting, or the one that seems to be more intact?
The former.
Ding. It takes 5, which I guess is nothing, but then it begins to bleed 2 for 3 rounds.
Okay. And then it's this Greeling's turn. It's going to fly over Lasco's head, and it's gonna make
Oh, it wants
acrobatic
another
check
crit?
this time, like a good enemy.
I don't succeed.
As well.
It didn't make it, so you did actually get one, yes, and you miss. And then
What about a 15 against EAC?
that will hit.
For another 11 electric damage.
Ew. Ew.
nice.
And then it's gonna attempt to bite Iris.
Ah!
Jerk.
Ah!
18 hit KAC.
Oh, yeah, that'll get me.
6 points piercing damage.
The flanking got me.
Flanking got you. Iris.
And then Iris will return. Oh no, they're over there now. They're not being flanked. All right, turning to a
Being
double
flanked?
attack red.
Oh, yeah.
Blue's not flanked though.
Yeah. Yeah, we're splitting our damage more than we should here.
Yeah, but I want flanking for full attacks. So
Understandable.
Ugh.
I give up.
Yeah, yeah, that was one
Do we
minute,
have
Iris.
another reroll? Yeah.
You do have one more reroll.
Taking it.
All right, this one comes from
Rerolling
Jet.
that max damage.
Thanks, Jet.
10 still doesn't hit. 12.
Oh.
Like, but it's still not enough.
Well, hold on. You also have flanking.
Yeah,
So that's...
that makes it 12, which is not enough.
makes it... oh, I see.
It went from 8
12.
to 10.
12. Yes,
to
yes.
12.
Yep,
Yeah.
got it.
Sorry, you're just not having any luck with these Greelings.
That's
So mean.
four missed attacks.
You just get them out of the way for the boss fight
and-
later. Ogden.
I mean, I'm not gonna have a
Boss fight later.
boss fight later.
So
What? It's like the end of the book or something.
Ogden is going to, I guess he'll survey his teammates. Is anybody into hit point damage yet?
No.
Okay, cool.
I don't feel hit
Then
point damage.
He will.
Unless, of course,
He's gonna
things
fish
are
for
going
crits.
terribly.
Fish for
So
crit.
he'll shoot blue twice.
Okay.
Oh, but if I fish for crits, I can't do a double tap. I think I want double tap more.
Probably, considering.
Yeah, we'll just. Yeah.
Well, you do have
Shoot,
fire
we'll shoot
damage,
blue
so you're
ones.
you're not gonna care about their DR.
Yeah. We'll shoot blue ones.
Okay.
That's a crit. I didn't need to fish for crits. The first one was a crit.
Nice.
So
Very
that is
fast fishing
13
session.
points. Yeah. And it burns for 1d4 on its turn.
On fire. All right. That Greeling is having a very bad day. Would you like your move
Then-
action, sir?
I would like my move action. Thank you. Ogden moves over here. To the south. By Miss
Your
Adelaide.
move
Miss Fort Worth.
actions.
This Greeling dies on its turn.
Nice.
Lasco.
Immolated.
It burns and it bleeds and it dies.
Oh, why isn't that updating on the camera? Oh dear. Let me refresh the Oh god.
It's all.
What have you done?
Just broken the stream. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can't break it as badly as the glitch gremlins broke it on Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
We had to call
last
out the
week was
stream.
bad
It was
too.
so bad.
Wow.
Alright, fixed.
Cool.
Lasco will attack this thing next to him.
Okay.
Failing to trick
That's not a
attack,
trick.
but hitting for 0 damage. Cool, next round, next turn. This never
Adelaide.
happened.
All right.
Lucas is tricky enough that you don't see him miss.
Very tricky.
So tricky. Tricky.
What you gonna
Agent, is this creature at all immune to being dazzled?
Not that I'm aware of.
Excellent. She snaps, and dazzling flares pop up around it.
Okay. Oh,
Actually,
it doesn't appear to mind.
Oh yeah, darn it.
And that is a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, can we?
She centers it here. Should be fine.
Yeah, no, you can.
Yeah,
And I don't
it
think it's
occurred-
very long. So.
Yeah, and it occurred to me. I thought that meant actual dazzling, which is no fair. And then I'll just.
Huh? You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
least it's a level 0. Do you want your
Yeah.
move action?
No. Give it to Herald.
All right.
Thanks.
The remaining Screeling
I need to get that on a soundboard
is going
so I
to
could just press.
is going to attempt to bite Lasco twice. Has a 23 and an 18 to hit.
23
That's-
hits, the 18 does not.
Oh, nice. That's 6 piercing damage as it bites you with its tiny little teeth. Iris.
Couldn't possibly happen a third time, right?
No, couldn't
No, it's
possibly.
impossible.
Oh, that's
The
impossible.
waterfalls wouldn't let that happen to you.
All right, that's a 15 to hit. 10 misses, I'm sure, but a 15 to hit EAC.
The 15 hits. It's looking pretty beat up. It's not looking good. Ogden.
Ogden takes 2 shots. No, 1 shot. We already went over this. Ogden takes 1 shot. It's a double tap shot.
Oh, that's a miss.
Doesn't matter. Natural toot, toot, toot.
Get
and
those
we'll move
toots
on.
out there, guys!
Ooh, toot.
So I'm
My
missing
toots
it with
at?
my laser pistol.
Take your toot.
And I guess I will also feed my move action to Herald.
Thanks. Lasco will take a couple claws out of crime. Critical miss. Next turn, please.
There's no clause for
Alright.
these awful jokes, Simon.
Adelaide.
Oh, Adelaide is simply so tired of these creatures, and she's just. She doesn't want to waste spells.
Nor should you.
She takes out.
There's
No.
nothing wrong with spamming hazard.
Yeah, it's true. The rest of them shoot their guns every round, which is
Shooting
like the
it with a
same exact
pistol.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've hit the same
Since-
button.
Hazard
Entire
can't. But Hazard can't overcome its damage resistance.
Yeah, it can. It's
Yes, it can.
Hazard
Damage
is
resistance is just kinetic damage,
yeah,
which is
Hazard does
piercing, slashing, bludgeoning.
Okay.
energy damage.
And it's only ever a D3, so Hazard isn't really a.
And you kill it.
Oh, good.
Hey,
Thanks.
nice. Just like that.
It only needs
I gotta say, they
2 more damage.
Hazard.
they did cantrips right in Pathfinder, where they
Hazard.
do scaling damage and stuff like that, and that's sort of the
Nice.
spellcaster's fallback.
Hazard.
It's pretty nice. All right, you've defeated the Skreelings. Like I said, there's that communicator in the room. You guys can once again strip that. There's 8 bulk worth 2,000 credits there.
Of
Put
wiring.
that in chat for you. Yep, more wiring.
Thank you.
It is going to take
So-
you 20 minutes of work to do that.
We'll take it. In the meantime, while Lasco's stripping it and Iris is searching the room, Lasco will say, "These Skreelings, Agent, do they necessarily indicate the presence of a sire elsewhere on the station?"
There is nothing saying that whoever is running this station couldn't have brought them in separately. However, the Skreelings, the presence of the child could indicate the presence of the sire. Long story short, I don't know.
How long lived are Skreelings? Is it?
They are immature Skree sires. Think of them that way. So I don't know the exact number of the lives.
But if they have the lifespan of mayflies, it seems much more likely that they would have a breeding population.
True.
Longer than me.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how long the Skreeling
You can just
takes
make
to
it
grow
up,
into
buddy.
a Skree sire.
And then Nick will tell you if she disagrees.
Oh well, I mean, I just didn't want to say anything wrong.
Things that you say
Never does.
become right unless Nick contradicts you.
Well, yeah, that's
The
true.
nice thing about sci-fi, yeah. Just throw some techno babble in there and you're golden, my friend.
Anyway, looking now that you guys have a moment to look around this room, give me a engineering, piloting, or culture checks.
Culture.
I refuse.
Culture. I have culture. Wow.
Not enough.
Ah,
Neither of you
terribly
want to
cultured.
do engineering or piloting?
Sure.
I'll roll piloting because I can, if I'm allowed to roll another one.
Sure.
21 engineering.
Yeah,
20
those are much better.
piloting.
Lasco and Iris, you can tell this room is a communications and control station. There is a dead gray. You notice damage that you notice dead, similar cortex bomb. You guys can make a life science or medicine to examine the other wounds. Ogden does just easy as pie. They're torn apart by Skreelings.
That tracks.
Can we tell what last communication sent out from this room was?
That is a good question. There are functional computers at the workstations. You'd need a computer's check to hack into them to see what that might be.
I put on my 90s hacking goggles.
Hold on, let
And
me
get
play
an
some
18.
cyberpunk music.
I should have done this one with the hacking simulator. That's not quite enough.
I
Let's
try again.
That'll do it.
25.
Can we just
Um,
acknowledge for a second, though, that Nick built us a hacking simulator? Like, how cool is that?
Oh, I didn't
That is
build
very
that.
Oh,
I should look up who did. Their credits were on it when we ran it. But it is a
Can we-
very cool thing. I did not build it. One of our
Can we just
community
acknowledge-
members.
can we just acknowledge that
Someone
Nick
made it?
found this super cool hacking simulator made by a super awesome community member? Like, that's so cool.
Yeah, the
Nick is very
Starfighter
cool.
community is amazing. There is some really cool stuff out there. Yeah, so you hack into the terminal. You can see the control module for all the basic facilities. data containing schematics for this level, and a firewall that isolates this control module from the airlock doors on the north of this room. There's also another firewall marked as bypass tunnel. But with basic access, you can stabilize the lighting, change the air temperature. You need another computer's check to get past either the firewalls. And a reactor overload warning is displayed on the station, confirming Shez's description of the situation of the outpost.
Okay, so I'll stabilize the lighting, first of all. I think we haven't been rolling for it, but I will make it so that we don't feel bad about it by stabilizing. And then I'll I assume the thing on the other side of the airlock is the vacuum of space.
You could look at the schematics if you like.
Check the schematics, yeah.
Let me turn off dynamic lighting. You now have schematics.
That's so cool.
That's nice.
That's not space.
No, it's not.
It's a big old room. It's like a hangar.
Does look like a hangar.
Hmm.
And I assume in the schematics it's labeled hangar?
In the schematics, that's labeled as exit hall.
My God, you know what I just realized about this map that's really eerie?
What?
I don't see a bathroom.
Greys don't need bathrooms.
No.
At least not the way you guys do.
They peed telepathically.
Oh.
No. I was going to say you could check out the living quarters to see like how Greys live. It is not the way you live.
No, I like my image. They telepathically communicate with the toilet and send.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down now and say, stop it.
No, I have a pun. Don't you mean telepathically?
Oh gosh.
God.
No.
Not
Bad Tom.
everything requires a pun, Tom.
Yes, it
Why?
does.
It does.
Why?
Oh my gosh, now I'm terribly curious about the living quarters.
It's all right. It looks like maybe if we go back out and down the hall to B11, we might be able to find what looks like some living quarters.
Yeah, from the computer,
sorry,
does it look like
Nick.
it'll be easier to open these eastern doors than the western doors? Nick, I need you to open your hand so that you can look at the monitor to see where I'm pinging.
I don't know. I think
You're not sorry at all.
give Nick a minute.
I
take back every nice thing I said about your improv.
Oh no!
Anyways, this door
My
versus this door.
validation.
You don't know much about the other door. You do know that you could try to hack the control module on this one. I go through right here. If you don't succeed, then, you could go try the other one, or you could just go try the other one without trying this one. It's up to you guys.
And there were two firewalls, right? One of them was corresponding with this door. What does the other one protect?
It's marked bypass tunnel. It's for an airlock door in the bypass tunnel.
And in the schematics, is this the bypass tunnel?
The bypass tunnel is down there. Yes.
Okay. Lasco will turn
That goes
to the
down to the reactor under this section, and then there's a bypass tunnel over to another section of the base with the other reactor. You'll recall that Shez said he had that one under control.
Oh, he has the one on the other side of B10 under control?
No, the one on the other side of the bypass tunnel.
Far side of the base, yeah. No, the one we need to get to is just down at the bottom of that ladder and through a little more dungeon, I'm sure.
Okay.
Down the
so
ladder
let's-
and through the dungeon.
Yeah. I think it would be a smart move to go up through B12 and down into B11. Kind of.
Well, we
make
still
a
haven't
circuitous
investigated
route.
B8.
We have not, have we? No.
What's the name of B8?
The name of B8 is marked as specimen cells.
Ooh.
So that might have actually been where the the guys came from. Them fools.
Screelings.
Thank you.
It is
And then
remotely
daddy
possible.
ones.
Lasco will inform the party. We have a few potential objectives here. The specimen cells are to the west through that breach in the wall. It seems remotely possible that we could find another experiment to ally ourselves with. The entrance hall is to the north. I could try to hack into the doors to the north, but eventually we'll need to head through the doors to the east.
Indeed.
Should we not
Let's
go down into the access tunnel now? Make haste for the reactor.
Well, we don't want to be outflanked, you know. We don't want people up here, Greys up here, to come down after us and trap us in a pincer maneuver. I also like the idea of finding a potential ally here in B8, and would like to explore that avenue.
Plus, Paizo spent lots of time writing all this other content, and who are we to skip over it?
Yeah, we would just be negligent in our duties if we didn't explore this map thoroughly with a fine-tooth scanning device.
It's just my turn, I think, to say that I am having a hard time finding motivation to scan the rest of this floor when our objective is clearly in front of us.
That's totally up to you guys. I will happily tell you what is in the other rooms. If you guys want to just head down for story reasons, that's fine. And I can tell you what's in these other rooms. Your characters won't know. I will give you that you guys still don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah,
I have no idea what you were doing here.
Yeah, there's like plenty of justification for exploring, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have no idea why we're here, and we can want to figure that out.
Okay, that's fair.
There could be documents, there could be other experiments.
And you do know, you still have, you took 3, so that's 9 hours. You guys have 3 hours remaining. Oh, less than. You're almost to 2 hours left until the reactor melts down. But it will not take you 2 hours to explore 3 rooms.
All right.
You could do a relatively quick sweep.
Yeah, we'll make it a quick sweep. Iris will put away the scanner even because that takes a little extra time. So just a visual inspection. What's going on here in B8?
Yeah. In B8, you see a walkway running along the southern and western walls with nested chambers of clear material with similar doors taking up the rest of the space. Many of the clear walls are cracked or broken. A few of the doors have been ripped off. Some of the metal paneling on the walls has been dented, slashed, burned, or torn down to reveal the dull rock underneath. In the southernmost chamber, dark ichor and bright red fluids splatter the clear walls, floor, and wrecked door. Smears from the cell lead toward the door and under the door, like you saw from the outside. Above some rock debris, the stone ceiling has a long fissure in it, which widens as it approaches the eastern wall. That's much the same, filled with much the same ice as you've seen in other parts of the base. You guys can make a culture or a life science check.
Culture!
Professional farmer, professional lab technician, anything related to keeping living specimens.
These are not great rolls, guys. Oh, there it is.
It's all right, because Ogden, Nick said
Ogden
life science.
was just waiting for her to finish her sentence.
Lots of labs. It's a good idea because I could have said something that you had a lot better score in than culture. But you didn't wait.
Sorry.
But that's okay because Ogden has seen lots of labs. It's been used, this area is primarily for isolating and containing living creatures. And if somebody wants to make a survival check.
Don't know that I'm good at that.
Iris's thing. You guys haven't seen it
skills
yet.
that are much better than culture. I have maybe diplomacy.
Iris and Lasco.
And sense motive.
And Ogden.
Ogden.
And Ogden. I missed it because it was so close to your life science check. All 3 of you can tell that one large creature clearly escaped first, dealt a lot of damage to the rest of the area, which freed the other creatures. The freed specimens likely tromped through the smeared fluids, each ruining any chance of a clear trail from the others.
I bet it starts with a T and ends with a roll.
You all can tell that some of the escaping creatures do seem to disappear mid-stride.
The hell?
Relaying this information, you guys can add a mysticism check on top of this knowledge.
Okay.
Ooh, but that's not going to be enough. Anybody else?
Do we have a reroll to use on that?
No, you don't.
Oh no!
It's not that.
Can we read?
You
Can
have
we
all your
read?
rerolls.
Can I buy her a reroll?
No, we can't buy our own rerolls. That's madness.
That's
Cole
okay.
has
We
it.
don't
Right.
about this one though.
Trippy's got you.
Thanks.
But wait.
We
You have a nat 20 from Chaos, too.
yeah. We should
Wow.
maybe
That's
just
for my
use
pun.
that.
That is for Tom's puns. You have to get Tom's permission.
Thank you,
to use it.
Chaos.
Is this Eldritch lore worth spending a nat 20 on, Nick? I think that's
Just
like.
reroll. Just
No,
reroll.
Trippy just gave us a reroll.
Oh yeah, okay.
Full reroll.
Mysticism.
Ah, much
Thank you for that
better.
reroll, Trippy.
A 26.
Yes.
Adelaide can speculate that the creatures either teleported or something teleported them.
Oh,
I don't like that at all.
That's bad. Either way you slice it.
Or good. It teleported them to safety.
You saw the laser
Sure.
wolf do this earlier.
Laser
Teleport.
wolves, right.
So that's just not part of the laser wolf's natural
No.
abilities.
No,
Ogden would know
Tashtari don't
this.
normally teleport.
And you
Forgot
already
that they had
identified
teleported.
the blood. And then the fissure, this which just came through.
Okay. All right. This seems to be the origin of all of our encounters, or many of them.
Your woes.
Yes.
But no one remains here. All right, let's investigate
be
the
empty.
living quarters to the east.
That B11 on the map.
Yes.
Do we want to go do
We'll go the
up
long
through
way.
B12? Oh, we're gonna go long.
Yeah, so we should.
Hard to
We
get
should.
through there.
Oh, I see. Want to go to B12
Okay.
last, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself down here. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Blade is hustling as fast as she can in her high heels, which is actually pretty fast. She's one of those people who can just like naturally walk in high heels.
I believe it. She's got
like
stuff.
Kate Beckett from Castle.
Nobody naturally walks in high heels.
Well,
it takes
she's practiced.
years of practice. There's no naturally about it. Don't discount that skill.
Okay.
As someone who can't do it, I have a lot of respect for everyone who can do it. They don't just magically learn to walk. And most of them started very young and did a lot of permanent damage to their posture to do that. Walking in heels is a heckin' sport. So this long hall has 20-foot deep alcoves for every 20 feet. Each alcove has one or more egg-like pods set into it. Each pod is 4 feet long and has an opening on the top. The alcoves also contain one or more slowly rotating spirals of colored boxes. Between the alcoves are broad arches of light blue material that looks like ceramic, each hanging over platforms of similar material. The arches are festooned with small spheres of various sizes and color. And I can show you a very cool piece of art here
Yes.
in the book. Weird!
Ooh. Cool.
You guys can give
Psychedelic.
me right? You guys can give me a culture
magic.
check.
Just a culture check. Okay.
These days.
Look
Oh,
over
hey,
there.
I should be adding stuff to this. Are they? Is it recall knowledge or anything like that?
This is a recall, yes.
Okay, good. So go ahead and add 6 to that 7. 13 instead of a 7.
It's still not quite
I got an
enough.
11.
You don't know what these egg-like chambers are. You can't quite figure it out. Like none of this makes sense to you guys. What could be going on here? You know it's a living area because that's how it was marked, but
Do they
Are there any
see
controls
them?
on these devices?
not that you can see, no.
Seems reasonable to assume that they're telepathically controlled, since there's no terminal.
It would track with other things that we've seen so far.
Iris is going to move into the room a little further and try and do some proper searching.
Yeah, looking for anything interesting. Ogden will join.
Give me a perception check. There you go. Oh,
Why you
jeez,
gotta be one-upping me today all the time, Tom? Stop it! Come
You
on!
up,
For those,
Actually, that's a 2-up.
for those listening, but not.
you,
I'm sorry.
and you're throwing on actually on top of it. I'm just gonna leave.
Very sorry.
Just right over here. I'll be right back.
For those of you who can't see, Leaf rolled a 29 and then Tom rolled a 31. You guys start poking around in the southernmost alcove. You find a luminous blue crystal that increases the light level by 1 step within a 5-foot radius. Brightens and dims with the holder's biorhythms, such as their heartbeat or breathing. In this middle alcove,
That's cool.
you find a small metal disc that imparts the mental impression of a human woman holding an alien feline and a slight feeling of joy to anyone who touches it. You guys can make a culture or sense motive check.
Sense motive.
We'll also sense the
guess
motive
what it
of
is.
this crystal.
27.
26.
20.
The three of you surmise that this is Memento Mori.
Oh.
In the third alcove,
Hold on. A Memento Mori of a human with a cat in the gray living
that-
quarters?
alien feline. Yes.
Interesting.
So as in a
Wait,
memento mori, as in a reminder that you two will die? Or is it a memorial, a thing that you keep of a deceased loved one?
It's a common word from the dictionary, an object serving as a warning or a reminder of death.
Interesting.
Reminder of. Okay.
A reminder of death that looks like a human woman with an
So-
alien cat.
Well, gives the mental impression, so it's probably like, their cat that died,
But human? These are.
It is a mental impression.
Yeah, it's a mental impression.
Okay.
And then but it's also a slight sense of fondness.
Joy.
Maybe
Joy.
they were just deathly afraid of cats.
Or maybe
No,
they
they're not
extracted
afraid.
it from an experiment, right?
If it's a reminder of death and they feel joy, then they look forward to death.
I'm sticking with the it's a dead pet idea. That seems like the easiest answer to me.
This human thing is so confusing, but let's move on from here.
It's a curiosity.
Again.
Yes.
Okay.
What about this
So
pulsing crystal?
And it's about the inevitability of death rather than, yeah.
Yeah. You two will die.
Well,
so
it has to do with Christianity and living on in the afterlife. So joy isn't misplaced there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Christian kind of concept.
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't
In
really realize that was a religion that the Greys introduced.
no, I mean it's not. It's
Man,
they
you gotta
also
watch the
didn't
History
say-
Channel at midnight.
They also don't use biorhythms, but we use English words because those are words we understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That makes sense.
So this pulsating crystal.
These are just curiosities.
Okay.
So
Okay.
There's no explanation.
mechanical
There's no
things, whatever.
plaques. There's
Sure.
no computer that says this thing is.
It's a
Detect
classic
magic.
case of, and there's a goblin in the bar too. Ooh, let's talk to the goblin.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, sorry.
But what about this lamp?
It's a lava lamp.
Pending doom,
our-
aliens everywhere, and oh look, a picture. We
No.
all crowd around the picture.
What, Nick, tell me, what do we find in the third room? For God's sake, we've spent so much time on this.
Sorry.
In the third room, you find a set of 7 top-like spindles with 7 flat sides, each marked with the Soki numbers 1 through 7. You guys can make a culture or profession gambler check on these objects. Yeah, there's some kind of randomizer, possibly for a board game or a gambling game.
Oh my god.
So they're playing
then-
Dungeons and Dragons in space.
I don't know,
SUVs
possibly for a board
and-
game or a gambling game.
I enjoy the idea that they're like, playing dice.
They don't have mouths. They can't blow on them.
They go through the ritual, though.
Telepathically blow on them.
Finally, in this far north chamber, the rest of you are just hanging out down there.
Well, we're coming. I'm coming.
Oh, the far north one, I see.
Yes.
Harris, are you just hanging out way down there?
No.
I presume you're walking
Goodness,
sort of in the
Iris.
front with your.
Yes, Iris is trying to maintain a protective stance at the front.
You find a coil of flexible iridescent silk string as thick as a human hair, but 50 feet long. It has mechanically, it has an AC of 11, hardness of 1, 10 damage to cut or break, but the string is immune to acid, cold, and electricity damage.
Do we have any guesses as to its role here?
Intended
aside from
purpose?
being a rope?
It is a curiosity. You don't know.
Yeah,
Well, and I'm curious.
we'll take that one.
Yeah, well,
I mean, these
Iris.
are living quarters, not labs.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's not like it's not like the specimen containment where it's got a label like, oh yes, this is the Ren core enclosure.
I get it. I'm just
Disney
saying that
goes
if you found 50-foot coil of rope in like my bedroom, there would be a story there.
Actually,
String. And what do you think? I mean,
Okay.
what do you think the story would be of a weird thing that you found? The general story of a weird thing you kept.
What,
Like,
If
maybe
somebody
it was-
found something odd
huh?
in your room that you had kept, what would the general story be? It was important to you?
yeah. This isn't Fallout. We don't have atmospheric storytelling plugged into this.
Well, no, I'm not being facetious.
I see.
So
Yeah,
it's like,
possibly
a
it's
pet
something.
project.
Yeah, or maybe like remembering like test subjects that they were fond of, or like something
or-
from their life before they were scientists.
It honestly
Or-
it seems like
Or it's cool.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
like it. They want to keep it.
right. It
They think
was
it's
just
neat.
something that they're like, oh, I might have use of this strong thread.
Yeah, the full story is these are things that they kept for because they found them curious. Stories aren't sentimental, but they are very curious.
Hmm.
They do keep keepsakes.
So we come to this door.
And the other thing you find is a
Oh,
hinged clip with 2 soft pads. If the pads are clipped onto a smelling or tasting organ, they cause the wearer to recall a pleasant smell or taste. Their called impression lasts for 1 minute until the clip is removed or until the wearer desires another sensation, at which point the smell or taste changes to a new, enjoyable one from the wearer's past. As you are picking up these things,
Here.
there and you're sort of looking around this area and finding them. A tiny creature pops out and attempts to eat you. Put it over here.
Ooh.
Give me some initiatives.
Very well.
Tiny creature.
I need fight noise.
Tiny creature.
I need fight noise so that I know to fight.
I was caught off guard.
Oh, you can't,
Fight noise is
you
coming.
can't fight unless there are fight noises now.
Just so, yes.
I don't believe you. We've had
We're just lucky that my my computer is cooperating this week.
Yeah.
I am
yeah.
lucky.
Ogden got a nat 20 on initiative.
Good job,
Nice.
Ogden.
And what's he gonna do with this gift?
He's probably gonna shoot a thing.
Yeah, he's gonna go
maybe-
first as it jumps out at you.
So Ogden will strafe while lining up his pistol for a shot. We're going to take a shot with a sedative. I'm using my medicinal mastery. Out of the injector pistol, double tap, all those goodies. It's a 22 to hit. It's KAC.
Well, that'll hit.
For a total of 9 points of damage, 3 of which are non-lethal sedative.
Ouch.
And that'll be Ogden's turn.
All right, Lasco.
Lesko rushes into position. Can you describe this creature, or maybe I missed it? Like, what is this thing?
Oh, this is a
We didn't get a
tiny...
Pokedex entry.
You didn't get a Pokedex entry, but it looks sort of like that. It's a worm-like creature with a large spike coming out of its mouth.
Gross.
It is indeed tiny. So,
It's like the size of a cat. Oh, he's so cute.
Well, now, whenever you describe anything as the size of a cat, I have difficulty describing how Lasco karate chops it. But karate chop it, he does.
I mean, it has a nest made of skin.
Oh, that's
Oh.
making it easier.
Its
Sure,
own
on the
skin
trig
or
deck.
other people's skin?
Well, I mean, you can't tell just by looking at it.
Is it CR2 or lower?
No.
Lasco fails to trick attack, but hits for 8 damage.
Ouch.
Kind of pulling on that spike that comes out of its mouth to disrupt it.
It begins to dance.
No.
Dance. Begins a mandible dance. It stands vertically and opens each of its 5 petal-like jaws and gesticulates with a vast array of complex mouth parts and hooked teeth in a strange performance. Everybody make a will save!
Oh no.
Bizarre.
It's a 23 from Ogden.
Oh,
25
that's a
actually.
5. That's a 5 because from Adelaide she rolled a natural toot.
That's a 20 and a plus 2 if this is an enchantment spell.
An 8 from Lasco.
Can I get 2
It
toots?
is. It is not a
Oh, I got you.
spell per se, but you made it anyway.
You shall receive.
Lasco and Adelaide are fascinated by this dance and gain the fascinated condition. You stand or sit quietly, taking no actions other than to pay attention to the fascinating effect for as long as the effect lasts. And some other stuff. But you cannot look away from this dance that the creature is doing. And because of the dance, you're fascinated for as long as the leech continues its dance and 1 round thereafter.
Although it should be noted that any hostile action automatically ends the condition.
Dancing is not hostile.
I know. So I punch it, and then I'm like, oh.
That's his turn. Adelaide is fascinated.
Yep.
Iris.
I guess Iris loses flanking when Lasco is fascinated, huh?
Yeah.
Probably.
An ally can shake you free of the effect and end this condition as a standard action, so you can shake him.
Do I realize that Lasco is fascinated though? Like,
I mean, he's suddenly standing there quietly.
Yeah, you see him
that
go
does
still.
But
And
he
you're
does
like,
that
"Hey,
often,
hey."
though.
Snap out of it.
You could let Ogden
I-
shake him too, I suppose.
No, I was gonna say Iris looks at Lasco and is just kind of dumbstruck by the fact that Lasco is now like under this thing's spell, and then looks back to Ogden and kind of like for looking for a cue on what to do, and is gonna actively just delay until after Ogden, so Ogden can identify this thing and what it's doing and what best to do, because I, Leif, don't know what to do at this point.
So you're delayed till after Ogden then.
All right.
Delaying until after Ogden.
Alright, Ogden.
Okay, so this is a flare leech. So Ogden will take out his micro lab and, scan it, and he says, the flare leech, it's a vermin. They can drink your marrow, meaning if they
I like my marrow.
if they attack you, you will be sickened for 1 minute. It can do a mandible dance, as we have just seen, and has stricken both Mr. Lasco and Miss Fortwith. We should be able to shake them out of it. And they have regeneration ability. They are also vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So that's good news, that they're vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Shot pad.
And
Iris looks at their own fist.
and then Ogden will
if I'm
indeed
reading-
spend...
If I'm reading this
Go on.
right, acid is what's going to heck up their regeneration ability.
Yes.
So good
I'm
news
sorry
for
if I misspoke. I think I still have that pistol.
So tell me about bludgeoning, then.
They're
vulnerable.
vulnerable to bludgeoning.
They are vulnerable
So-
to bludgeoning. Okay.
1.5 times the damage that
Yeah,
you deal in
yep.
bludgeoning damage. Yeah.
Good to know.
So damage types don't matter to Ogden right now because he is going to shake Mr. Lasco out of it, and so Lasco feels like a hand on his shoulder, and Ogden says, "Snap out of it, Lasco. You need to beat this thing." And
And
Stand
that
back.
will
Nuts.
Yeah.
shake Lasco out of it. Iris.
That's my turn.
Knowing what to do, kind of like as Flavor, doesn't actually spend the action to do this, but like just kind of looks down at the thing, and the like sparking on the shock pad on their shield just kind of turns off, and then it's full attack, smashing this thing with bludgeoning damage. That's a 14 and a 13 to hit. Oh, but that's actually a 16 and a 15 to hit since Lasco
Yeah,
is now flanking again.
Lasco is flanking, but those are not enough now that you're going against KAC.
Neither of those. Oh no!
No!
Okay. Well then, I want to. Am I allowed to retroactively take that crit?
That's Ogden. That's Tom's crit. You have to ask him nicely.
Oh, Tom, may I pretty
Seems
please
like a bad
use
place
that
to
crit?
use it. This seems like a bad place to use it.
See, you say
Yeah, I don't
that.
know.
You say that.
No, let's save the crit.
I have a really cool thing. But I could do such a cool thing, though.
It's Tom's crit. He said save it.
All right, fine.
All
I
right.
think we
You'll
should
be
save
you'll be
it.
glad later.
Lasco.
I disagree. I'm upset now.
Audience,
my
you
apologies, buddy.
can give them more crits. They're very sad that they don't have more crits.
Lasco, a little bit mad about being distracted, will try to trick it. And then bludgeon it. Ooh,
Miss.
13, well, flanking and flat-footed.
Oh, flanking and flat-footed, so that makes it 15
Actively 17.
versus 17?
Or 15 versus flat-footed, sure.
Yeah, 15 versus flat-footed is not enough.
Okay. Ah, so close.
It is pretty close.
If only we had a
The leech, upset that its mind control has failed it, is going to try to attach to Iris. I wanted to hold Alt there so it didn't go entirely into your square.
Joke's on you, I don't have bone marrow.
Well,
That is not Piggy.
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily matters mechanically.
I assumed not.
oh,
They made me
I
too
think,
realistic.
it's attached to you. It has
It's likely.
curled up around your leg and sunk its maw into your thigh.
Yee.
Man, if only I had crit it last time and done the cool thing.
Adelaide.
Well, this is. Ooh.
I know we lost someone. Oh, we got someone.
Tom.
Did I take damage from that or no?
Oh no, just attached to you. No damage.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah, it is worrisome.
Well. I will simply. I don't want to use all my spells, and I can't really. Well, it's already latched onto Iris. Adelaide will step up here.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I got your hopes up and then started looking something up. You're still fascinated.
oh, Pronk. Fine, never mind.
But at the end of this round, you won't be anymore.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry they didn't shake you.
No, it's okay.
Ogden.
All right, so this thing's attached to Iris. Ogden is going to move over here and shoot it with his pistol again. This time, let's make it a -2 penalty to AC.
That would be useful, considering it has a +4 right now from being attached to Iris.
Yep. That is only a 13 to hit, however, so that misses.
That does miss.
All right, bummer summer. That's
Bummer.
my turn.
Iris, you have a
Can
leaf
I
attached to
pretty
you.
please use that crit now?
If you're going to
Appealing
keep
the
asking,
audience.
yes.
Anybody.
Make a strength
please
check to throw it
here.
off.
I'll even do this. I'll even do my full attack first to see if I don't need to use it. I probably will. Yeah, I do.
Take the crit, my friend. It is yours.
All right. Thank you.
Nice.
So,
Now it was from Chaos for Tom's pun.
let me
It was a
roll
great
another
pun.
He earned it.
It was a great
Terrible
pun. It was a
pun.
great pun. Can confirm.
1d6 plus 7. Another 9 bludgeoning damage, and because Iris took, what was it called?
Thing that gives knockdown.
Slam down, yes, slam down. The creature is affected by the knockdown critical effect. So it is
But
knocked
it's
prone.
still attached to you?
I'll let Nick figure that one out.
All right. I'll let you use knockdown and knock it out of your face. It's not attached to you, but it is a leech. It is not prone.
Okay, I'll accept
But it
this
is
as long
not-
as it's
I'll
not
take-
attached to me anymore.
But it is no longer attached to you. I'll let that
So-
be your consolation.
Okay.
But it has no legs.
That's
The worm.
fine by me. 13 damage,
Worm.
bludgeoning.
So much damage.
Thank you, Tom. If Nick will allow it, I will buy you a crit personally.
No, we can't buy ourselves Chris.
You guys gotta use them for Star-Lords.
Boo!
Only the audience.
Boo you!
I can't
flea
use
head.
mine on Star-Lords. I'm sitting on 20,000.
No,
points.
I know. I have too many points. I don't know what to do with them.
Toot.
It's okay.
Toot
This
toot
is-
100
I'm-
times.
I could toot
I-
all day
I
and I
will.
still wouldn't put a dent in it.
Toot 10,000? No.
I'll have to
1,000
make
times.
like a special buy yourself a thing and make it cost like thousands.
It could be
and thousands.
really expensive.
After this
An
thing is,
obscene amount.
after
All right,
after
last
Iris knocks this thing off of him, Lasco takes this opportunity to stomp it. Maybe. Hopefully.
That'll trick.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, with flanking and flat-footed, that'll
yes.
So
and it is
blessing.
Yay! I didn't even have to use a spell.
Dude,
Yeah.
going off his face on that thing. Oh my gosh, that thing was awful. Now,
Yeah.
just for my own edification, what was it about to do to Iris if it wasn't knocked off and murdered?
Oh, it was going to bite you.
Yeah.
And try to suck your marrow.
Oof.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't make that sound.
Which would be a fortitude save or sickened for 1 minute.
Wow. Oof.
Yeah. It was going to try to suck all your fluids out and eat you. It does have a little nest there. But there's nothing good in it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We dismantled the nest, and
You did kill it. Kill it good. You can dismantle it.
yeah.
So
Just make sure there's no. Go ahead.
Is this a good time for a break since we just ended the fight, or?
I would imagine.
Well, I was going to tell you what's in the next room and then go to break.
Okay.
Oh, I like.
Oh
that.
yeah, that sounds much more better.
Yeah. So we get to these doors.
Open the
Is there
door.
a clear way we can open it?
Yes, you can open it from. I'll let you open it from this side. I'm not going to look it up.
We do so.
So this hall is made of hewn stone, 40 feet wide and 30 feet high, with beveled corners where the walls meet the ceiling and floor. Stone surfaces are gouged in long, even rows, 5 feet wide and up to 20 feet at a stretch. A massive double door, nearly 20 feet in height and width, takes up most of the eastern wall. The hologram of an angry red symbol flashing before the seam between the doors. 2 smaller airlock double doors exit to the south. And as you guys enter this giant room, we will, like I said, go to break so that everybody can take a quick bathroom break, grab something to eat, all that jazz. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. Let's call that, we're
23 after.
23 after the hour. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a safe and productive break and everyone found the bathroom all right. These guys investigated the room that they found right before the break and discovered that the giant blast doors at the end could only be opened if they shut down the reactor. So they headed down the maintenance shaft to the reactor section below, which is where they find themselves now. So a ladder runs down from the hatch in the ceiling, about 15 feet into the center of a large lozenge-shaped chamber, carved in dull stone. Only the east wall and the corners are paneled in dark metal, some of which is dented or torn. A tall door of similar material, 10 feet wide and 15 feet tall, is set in the east wall. One was likely in the northeastern corner, but it has been ripped from its frame and smashed. Dark stains splatter the ladder, the floor, and both doors. 3 mangled, small humanoids are crumpled in various parts of the room. More dead greys. You guys have made this check a few times. They were killed with tooth and claw by some large creature.
Oh, great.
And has the telltale signs of a cortex bomb explosion. You guys can make engineering, physical science, or profession to architecture similar.
27.
Yep, that'll do it. The 27. Lasco will notice the plating is different than elsewhere in the facility. Actually, Ogden can tell too, but additionally, Lasco can tell this is radiation shielding. The damage to the door and walls was caused by something big and strong, as well as claws or similar natural weapons.
Radiation shielding. Everyone make sure your armor is has its environmental controls being functional.
Of course. Might be a good time for us to try. Wait, no, I don't think I can make antiemetics. I think that's the other biohacker thing.
Well, I have 2 spell gems of lesser remove condition.
Any of prevent condition?
No.
I do have some. I can whip up some antitoxins rather quickly, and I could, funnily enough, make 4. Antitoxins are good for. They give you a bonus to poison, equal to 4 plus the tier. I think radiation is a poison. So
Lasko will check the chronometer on his comm unit and say, "We have less than 2 hours left. How fast?
they're already here.
Wow, that was very fast."
Yes, this micro lab is very useful. It allows me to whip up cocktails in no time. So this won't hurt. And he'll inject you all with antitoxins, including himself. So that I will double check this, but off the top of my head, that is a +5 bonus to poison saving throws. Saving throws against poison for 1 hour.
You guys catch a glimpse of a dull green glow with shimmering motes. You guys can give me a physical science check on that if you like.
And where do we see this?
Just sort of around you. You don't know
It's
what it is.
another 13 on a physical science check from Ogden.
Goodness.
Aren't you
Weird.
supposed to be good at this?
Yeah. Don't you know things?
All right.
More of the life sciences, really.
Let's move ahead.
Yes.
Warily stepping over that busted down door, looking around this secondary room.
Yeah, this room is covered in thick panels of dark metal, many showing signs of scratches and gouges.
Oh, that
To the
doesn't
north is
sound
a
good.
broken doorway, much like the one near the entry shaft. Bright light illuminates the area beyond this opening, revealing plant life. To the east is a thinner wall with a broken section where a door might have been, and a narrow strip of transparent metal, like a long window about 3 feet from the floor. To the south is another large closed door. To the east is another broken interior wall with a similar window, beyond which is another sturdy door. You guys can give me a perception check.
Ha ha ha.
As we're doing that, let the records show that it is a +4 bonus, not a +5
Oh,
bonus
wow.
from a tier 1.
So Adelaide got a 1, meaning that she gets a 3 for her perception check.
Well,
I got a
Ogden,
25.
Yeah, with 25, here's some mumbling over in this section of the room.
This section being towards the east, I assume?
Yes, I pinged it.
Okay. I did not see it. I was too zoomed in. I apologize.
Ping, ping.
Ping. Ogden will talk over comms to the rest of the party. There appears to be somebody up ahead. I hear mumbling.
Lasko, stop short. Let's move in quietly.
Adelaide will cast Charming Veneer to get her +1 circumstance bonus to charisma checks, just in case we could maybe talk it out.
But if Adelaide isn't able to move quietly, Alaska will ask her stay back here for now.
Okay, because she definitely can't.
Ogden will sneak.
Does Iris sneak?
The way this looks is the boys, well, not the boys, but our friends sneak ahead while Adelaide puts on her lip gloss.
Iris will go ahead and hang back
yes.
too. Their shield frequently just clangs on the ground a lot.
Clink, clank, clank, clank.
Yeah,
Adelaide
it's
offers
a little
them.
unwieldy.
Adelaide offers them the lip gloss.
They accept. Intrigued by this, and then applies some, probably haphazardly. No, sorry, with machine efficiency, actually.
Ogden would like to use his roll twice and take the better for stealth.
Okay.
Because I think I have to declare it beforehand.
They're back.
Well, that got me a 14. The alternative was an 8. Oh, God!
You managed to
regrets.
get pretty close before Ogden sort of toes a piece of that door. Oops. And this guy looks around and snarls, "I won't go back in that cage!" You can give me a culture or life science check on that guy.
Looks almost like an Akeshti.
Do
It's
I
way
see?
too big.
Do I see him as well, or am I too far back?
You can hear him, but you can't really see him clearly. But that's fine, because Ogden and Lasco totally have this under control. He is an Akeshti, he's a Rivener, but his ability to speak clearly is like unheard of. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Riveners, remind me, are Riveners the ones that go mad because they didn't get to mate?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's going to move to attempt to attack you, but this is one of those weird situations where you can attempt diplomacy even though he wants to attack you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can we do that before combat, or no?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
That's fine.
So yeah, this is one of those weird ones where you can use diplomacy
I shall
in
play
combat.
the battle music.
Now, if this is really the case, I didn't think I was going to have to ask about this, but now I do. Do I really for real get a +1 to charisma checks from that lip gloss, or is that just a goof?
The lip gloss is a goof for casting Charming Veneer.
I got you. Okay, cool.
I think you can cast it on multiple people, right?
I sure can.
Not what I want.
There you go.
Fantastic. All right.
I just like to give things flavor. You know me.
Oh yes, I love it.
I'm missing Iris.
Yeah, you're missing my initiative. There it is. That's another low roll. That makes sense though. They hear the screaming and kind of cap back on the gloss and hands it back.
It's funny. I thought I was going to be like last with an 8 on the initiative check, but I seem to be going second.
We rolled like poop.
Everybody in this initiative except Lasco has a +2 to initiative.
Hey, well, it's a good thing that Adelaide's going first then.
All right.
Yes, yeah.
I'm putting you in initiative order. But it may or may not actually be a thing as he moves to looks like hurl some debris at Lasco and Ogden up front. Adelaide, what do you want to do?
Adelaide is going to stride forward very purposefully. She can get to here. Is that, with it, one move action? Is that close enough for her to see the person and then to see her?
Yes.
All right, and then she's going to use her standard to make a diplomacy check to try and get him friendly.
It takes 1 minute to make a diplomacy check, so you need to wait until round 10 to actually make the check.
Pronk.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, and
We
that's
should just knock
being
him out.
nice. That is the minimum amount of time it can take to make a diplomacy check,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We should just knock him out.
which is why you can't normally do it in combat.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So you guys have some choices here. You can
yeah, I was gonna say.
sort of
can we talk to him and just dodge the things he's throwing at us?
That is a choice you can make, yes.
Okay.
Ogden?
Ogden is going to look over his shoulder at Adelaide and look at Lasco and look at Iris and say, what are we thinking here? Do we want to try and bring them down or try and talk them out or...
Let's try to talk to him until one of us gets hit, and then all bets are off.
So,
Let's see how amenable he
This
is
seems-
to reason.
indeed.
Seems fairly unamenable right now, but fine. Ogden will, I guess, like step over here into this corner around the wall from the guy, so he's not in direct eyesight. You know, not in line of effect
Mm-hmm.
currently. To maybe mitigate some damage, but that'll be Ogden's turn.
All right, Lasco?
Lasco will say to the guy, we aren't with the Greys. We are an experiment like you were. We're just trying to find answers. We're not going to put you back in your cage.
Any move or standard?
I guess full defense.
Okay.
And step over here.
Iris?
Iris is going to come up here next to Adelaide, kind of try and provide some cover, but couldn't quite get in front of her this time around, but is going to position that riot shield between themselves and it. Can I reduce the time by also doing attempting diplomacy or anything like that? How would an assist work?
When the time comes. When the time comes.
Okay, so for now, I will,
anything as you move up there.
yes. Iris will say, yes. Look at us. We are obviously not with the Greys. We're here to help. And as a show of goodwill, we will not harm you, but please stop throwing things at us, and we'll full defense and hide behind their riot shield.
Not anything yet.
He'll lower,
Looks like he's about to.
Well, he was about to, but you all did the smart thing and talked, and we're not threatening. And he lowers the piece of debris.
Ooh.
You are also experiments.
Yes, it was quite unusual.
Go for it.
Yes, as far as we can tell. We thought we were on a ship in the drift, only to find out that the ship was in a hangar. And we'd been there for days, and it was all a strange simulation.
My name is Lasco. This is Ms. Fortwith, Agent Ogden, Marshal Iris. Yourself?
I don't know you. How did I get here?
We're
I wish
not
I could
sure.
tell you. We don't know how we got here.
It's possible that our memories were altered. We were kidnapped at some point.
How long have you
Wants
been
to
here?
ask. Yeah, exactly. How long have you been here? And go ahead.
You guys haven't done a great job of convincing him you're not threatening by asking lots of questions, but go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
What is your bonus to diplomacy there, Adelaide?
Shouldn't have cleared that. You might still
You get a +1.
No. What is your total?
It's your total
Mine
bonus
is-
to the check itself.
Total bonus
Yeah.
to the check is going to be a 10.
Okay. I actually have you beat by 1 right now. So,
Okay.
do you want to assist, and I'll make the check?
Sure. Do you want to take that nat 20 that we have?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Do we have another one? Because I
Do we-
used.
Oh,
Do you have a
we
nat
did
20?
use
Oh,
that
did you
one.
use it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
already used it. You got a couple of rerolls if you should.
Okay.
All right. So Iris
Ogden
will
will
actually
surreptitiously
go ahead.
sorry, I just want to interrupt real quick because Ogden is going to surreptitiously shoot Iris with a little booster. And Iris is going to get a +2 circumstance bonus to skill checks for the next skill check that you make.
Nice. Okay, well, so in that case, what is Charming Veneer? Is that circumstance bonus as well, or is it something else?
Ooh, good question.
I think it is.
Make sure I'm not
It might
stacking my
be.
bonuses. It is? Okay. That is
So just +2.
okay. That is okay. I'm just going to do this real quick. And
Iris smudges
Iris-
off the lip gloss.
no, it stays. It stays. Iris likes it. You might have introduced Iris to something new here. But for now, Iris will actually lay their shield on the ground as a sign of kind of, not being hostile and step forward over it, kind of putting their hands up and say, let's see here. Sorry, this is all so sudden, I'm sure. We think that we would all be in this. We're all in this, simulation, in this building together. We must set aside our fear and our differences and work together. I am sorry that we startled you, but and he Iris will motion for their associates to lower their weapons as well, and say, we really do not wish you any harm, and honestly, we could use your help. And here comes the diplomacy check. That's an 8. I'm gonna re-roll it, guys.
For a total of
re-roll
19.
Oh, okay.
Don't re-roll
Okay.
it. That was
I
a
will not
great
re-roll
speech, so I'm willing to give you the +1 for role-playing well.
I'll take
Yay!
As
And
a,
then the 2 for circumstance.
and then 2 for
The 2 is added. The 2 is added in, but the assist is not.
Yeah. So I'm willing to bump it up by 1 because for good role playing. And drops the piece of debris he had intended to hurl at you. You're right. I'm Harag. You guys can make a culture check on that name.
Arog.
Yo!
14.
Iris
I
knows
got-
who this guy is.
It's actually a 30 if it's a recall
Nat
knowledge.
It is a recall knowledge. You recall an Akeshti gladiator who was a minor star in a popular Actonian Hollow series called Acton's Arena Warriors. Prague disappeared 4 years ago in an incident that was widely believed to be related to organized crime and insider gambling. Harag continues. I was a gladiator on Acton. I thought I had passed the age where becoming a Rivner was possible. I don't know how this could have happened. You should know there's a 2-headed troll that can teleport. I don't know where it's gotten to.
That's upsetting.
Teleport, quite upsetting.
Is he the one who slew
Upsetting, but
Scorpio?
not unexpected.
Is he the prisoner who slew many of the Greys that we've crossed here, or was that you?
Afraid my memory is spotty. I fought it and lost after it smashed through some of the doors and walls here. I don't know anything about the Greys.
What do you remember?
Solely responsible then.
Some medical tests, pain, imprisonment.
But then freedom?
You can call this freedom.
No, I wouldn't. But we're going to find some.
Can you stand?
Standing right now.
Oh.
Do you need?
Can you walk?
you need-
Do you need assistance?
No, I do not require your assistance.
Medical assistance or anything like that?
No, that's quite all right.
All right. We should look around this room to the south, see if there's any clues as to what happened to us or to you.
Do as you will.
So, Laska will try this door here to the south.
That door is unlocked.
We enter.
Okay. Heavy reinforced panels cover the chamber's walls. 4 broken clear cylinders form a line along the south wall. Complex machinery attaching them to the floor and ceiling. Insectile humanoids with purple chitin lie among the wreckage. 3 workstations are arranged around their room, their terminals lifeless. 2 heavy doors are set in the corners of the northern wall, while a similar door is center on the east and west walls. You guys can make a culture or a life science
To figure out what happened here.
on the humanoids. That'll do
That's
it.
a 28 for Ogden.
These are swarm Korovoxes. Each lacks its head, as if slain by a particularly potent cortex bomb, all except one staring blankly at you from a tube. As you look at it, it snarls. And I need you all to roll initiative.
But it's inside of a tube.
Broken tube.
Feeling, yeah. Look
And
at which tube there looks like it's containing anything.
Yeah.
None of them. That's the one.
Does it have legs?
No.
No,
No,
that's
no,
the
it's
gin
like
skull.
Oh, okay, right.
Looks like it might have blarms.
Yeah, the swarm typically have blarms, is the thing.
Hmm.
Oh, gross! It's a
Still not great.
swarm thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, swarm Korovox.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Don't worry, it's swarm, uppercase swarm, not lowercase swarm.
Okay.
That's true. We don't
Yeah.
need to run away from this one.
No,
That's what that thing looks like.
Looks cool.
Oh,
It does look
my
cool.
gosh.
Very Islanti themed colors. Purple and green.
I mean, they're reversed, but like, yeah,
I
no,
need,
I like it.
I need an Ogden initiative.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I'm
Man,
sorry.
I've
I
just
got
been
distracted
rolling
talking
garbage
about
today.
swarm. It's a 12.
Iris gets to act first as this thing snarls at you.
Oh, is our new friend
Oh.
participating?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll see. I guess
Yeah, I mean, we haven't asked for help on this.
remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Let me put him in the initiative order because when he hears fighting, he will come help.
Oh, right, because he's whatchamacallit.
He is a professional gladiator. This is his bag.
It's kind of his. Yeah, it's kind of his whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Iris is going to move over here, and as they get over there, they're going to slam with the static shock pad on the shield, but it's only for a 10 to hit. That was a 3 I rolled.
A 10 is not going to hit.
I should hope not.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. I didn't expect to hit fighting defensively, though, so that's dems to breaks.
None of you are insectile, so it's going to hit Iris.
You
Interesting.
can try.
It would hit other bugs first, huh?
Maybe it would befriend those bugs. You don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like a wasp befriends an ant.
Yeah, wasps and ants are best good friends.
It's going to strike out twice at Iris here. 12 is going to miss, but the second one is a crit for 16 electric and fire.
Plasma, huh?
Plasma.
Ouch.
Interesting.
Ouch. Okay.
Lasco.
While it's busy cutting deeply into Iris, Laska will duck up behind it and give it the old 1-2.
That'll trick, and that'll hit.
Nice.
For 12 damage, and it is flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn. Getting a trick for literally the first time this session. So excited.
Nice. All right.
Flat-footed is great.
Yeah.
Ogden.
All right, Ogden is going to his eyes widen briefly as this thing lunges out of the tube at Iris, and he is just going to take a shot at it with his pistol, giving it -2 to AC or sickened. Sickened is pretty good. I like sickened.
I think you should do what your heart desires.
Yeah, I typically lean
I'll-
towards sickened.
I'll also step down here so you don't have to deal with cover.
Oh, thanks. I didn't think I was going to have to, but maybe. So I will double tap and pew pew. That's only a 14 to hit. It's flat-footed KAC.
That'll just hit.
Yes, for max damage of 12 piercing damage on this
Ow.
hacker, and they are sickened for 7 rounds now because my wisdom went up because I got an ability crystal.
Forever. Got it.
Forever.
All right, let me toggle.
And
Do you want to move?
I guess I'll look up.
Yeah.
I'll look up what it is. Is it in this sheet?
It is.
Not
it's
seeing a swarm.
Corovox. Oh, it's in the new sheet. There's
Because this is 2.3, isn't it? Reactor
Yeah, you're in
lookups. Yeah.
2.3.
Okay, I see.
You have a new lookup.
All right. Okay. So Starfinder, Swarm Corovox. Swarm Corovox as a swarm mind, as a defensive ability, as an offensive ability of psychic assault. Can launch an acid cannon from its arm. That's cool. Psychic assault is going to do a number of damage. Will save for half, and it is immune to acid and fear effects, notably. So that is the swarm.
Yep. You will notice that this one doesn't look standard and looks like it's been heavily augmented.
Hence the plasma damage.
Hence the plasma damage. Frog, hearing the sounds of fighting,
Glorious combat.
he's gonna do his frog. 10 feet. 20 feet. And then he's gonna squeeze, which is gonna take twice. So he's gonna have to.
Sorry, just
Double
standing at
move.
the door like a dope. Oh wait, no, the door is small for him.
Yeah, he's gonna have to double move to get there. And then it'll be Adelaide's turn.
All right, Adelaide will cast Piercing Veil.
Okay.
Puncture Veil, rather. And she will do that as a standard action. No, sorry, as a full round action, so it gets extra damage. And we will roll Puncture Veil. So 2d4 piercing damage. Gains bleeding 2 for 3 rounds.
Okay.
Ooh, rolled 1s on both of those.
Yep. Iris?
A little damage, but that's all right. Iris,
Speed.
feeling bloodied, but ready to do this with supporting friends all around them. Full attacks! Oh my gosh, for another just full whiff.
Oh,
Unless 13
Wow.
hits EAC. I guess it is 13 against flat-footed EAC.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
nice.
Yay!
Always
8
ask. Always
shock.
ask.
Also,
Eight shock.
when did Trippy Darling give us a reroll? Thank you.
Oh, it's
Oh.
before the break, I
Cool.
think.
And
Oh.
it's electric.
Boop,
Ouch.
It's electric. Dun, dun, dun.
boop, 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 boop.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. It's going to unleash a psychic assault.
Oh no!
Everyone, I believe. Everyone within 30 feet to make a will save. That's everybody. It's a DC 12.
That was a not really psychic sounding. I was hoping the Sonic would do it, but
Should I grab the reroll? 12 is so easy.
12 is pretty easy. Your bonus is pretty good. A reroll. I think we've got a few.
Yeah, I'm
4
gonna
damage
start-
with a successful save, 9 damage otherwise.
Yeah.
4 with a successful save.
So worth using a reroll to almost assuredly save 5 of damage.
Is it 5 or 10?
Preventative healing.
5. Yeah, okay, I'll take the reroll.
All right, this one's from Jet.
Thanks, Jet. And yes,
Jet.
that does save 5 damage.
Right.
Nice.
And then it's going to. It's going to stay right where it is. Lasco.
We'll try to trick it again. I was so
Okay.
pleased that it worked last time. Surely it will work again. Oh, I fail. But I do hit it for 6 damage.
You do, and it explodes as
Okay.
it falls to the ground. Everybody within 10 feet needs to make a reflex save.
Really, Simon? With a plus 8. It's a natural 2. Toot.
Toot toot.
Toot toot toot.
So Lasco is going to take 9 electricity damage, and Iris and Harag are going to take 4.
This is further fueling my theory that Lasco is not actually an operative, because no operative should fail a reflex save and take damage from a reflex save effect.
No, I really shouldn't. And plus, now I've wasted the roll 20, the reroll, right? Because I'm gonna have to spend a resolve to get back that stamina, anyways.
Yep.
Life is hell.
But it's dead.
It is dead. Ogden will.
Iris is
step
also
up.
down half their health.
Oh God.
That's no good.
Ogden will glance at the tank and then move over, edging his way through towards Iris and say, "Iteration 13. Perhaps you would like some medical attention."
Iris has already placed their shield on the ground and is kneeling in front of it, just kind of preparing for a 10-minute rest.
Allow me.
They look up and say, and just kind of nod, agreeing, kind of out of breath, and with blood trickling from an open wound on their forehead.
Yeah, Lasco takes a break as well.
I will make the medicine check to administer first aid. Or no, treat deadly wounds. That's the one. That is a 29. So I
I'll
did
do
beat
it.
the DC 25. How long does that take before I get
I think a
too
medicine
ahead of
check
myself? Is it
10
10?
minutes.
Okay. Well, you all are taking a 10-minute rest anyway, so never mind. I shouldn't worry.
Yeah.
So then you get back your character level plus 4.
All right, so 8. And I will use one of the healing serums that I have as well.
Good plan.
Nice.
Ah, yes, thank you. Finally, a useful
Ooh, that was a good
pronking
one.
healing
That was a
serum.
good one. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gordon Ramsay meme. Finally, some good pronking food. That actually gets me back up to full.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Adelaide, are you taking a 10-minute rest?
That looks like a yes, but she's chewing ice.
Ah.
Yeah, so we'll
Right.
search this room after those 10 minutes pass.
There's not really anything good in here.
No record of what
you
experiments
can-
there were.
No, the computers here are dead. You can salvage a couple of weapons off this Korvax body.
Ooh.
Indeed. Ooh, interesting. Oh,
Forked pistol. Those are good.
6 notch.
But other than that, yeah, there's nothing good in here.
All right,
There's a couple of batteries with those.
we gathered
All
the
right.
loot, and should we move out into the overgrown area?
Yes.
All right.
Walk up here and open this door.
You can go through either door, but
Oh, right. There was a door over here.
but the doors are not locked. You can freely move into there.
Wait, but why not this one down here, guys?
We can open either
Exactly,
door.
that's what she
You
was
can
getting at,
open
man.
either of them. There's plant life of numerous varieties flourishing in this warm room under bright grow lights built into the ceiling. Trees, brush, moss, and fungi grow out of thick loam that covers the floor. Dense vines and creepers obscure the stone walls. You recognize some of the plants and fungi here as native to the pack worlds, but others are alien to them or you. You get a little flash on your environmental sensors that the air is not safe.
Begins holding their breath.
We have environmental protections up, I thought. So
Yeah.
You do.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They begin
So-
holding their breath as an extra precaution because they
They're
don't
just
need to
being a
breathe.
weirdo.
You guys can give me a survival check.
I can certainly try.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's not a very hard survival check. You can see a path through the brush and the soil, seemingly belonging to a massive humanoid creature with clawed feet.
Why didn't it just teleport, huh? Maybe
It
it's
didn't
always
feel
have
like
to
it.
teleport.
Duh.
Lasco and Ogden, you also find the tracks and blood of a gray
Oh,
that you can follow with a perception check.
we do.
Which you guys
Perception
are
check. That's my bag.
gonna make.
Oh, that's a natural
Yeah.
poot.
Dude.
You find the remains
Or
of
toots.
a slain gray in the northeast corner, and it has some loots. There's a needle or pistol with 18 darts, 1 dose of blue Winnis poison, 2 Mark 1 pheromone grenades.
Oh.
Blue Winnis.
Pheromone grenades.
Yeah, Iris will pick up the pheromone grenades and offer one to Adelaide.
Sure.
These
I
are
wish I knew what they
these
did.
are interesting.
Some of the natural
Here, I'll
poison.
tell you, because they're a fun one. I need to go grab my alien archive.
You guys can pretty easily guess that these are troll tracks. You've gotten a lot of information on this troll thus far. So
This is a surprisingly apt adventure to have a biohacker, and they're dropping a lot of nice stuff in this lab
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very excited. Got that that zoologist pistol, some poison. Like, this is great.
It's like
so-
Toys R Us for you.
Pistol.
So
Yeah.
the pheromone grenades are a derivative from the Vracinea. It's an
Vracinea?
interesting. Yeah, It looks like that. It's basically a plant. Looks like
you can make a life science check to look around at some of these plants here if you like.
yeah. Actually,
Will.
let's do that.
It's only an 18, not great rolls from Ogden.
No.
You should use a reroll because I think we have them stacking up, don't we?
I don't think we do. I think we have like one.
Oh, I thought we
hold on.
had.
I gotta clear these toots. So many toots. Sorry.
Right.
You have
They just
one
make me
reroll in the
happy.
queue from Trippy.
Oh no, there's only one. Okay, I lied. Don't use it.
You guys might want to beg your audience for more as you come to the end of the book here.
Yes.
Yeah, we are
otherwise
coming
I am
on a boss
above
fight,
begging.
audience.
I will not beg.
I will. I'll beg for him.
Back in my day, we didn't have these newfangled re-rolls. We just got through the AP without blood, sweat, and tears.
All right, Grandpa, sit down.
Traveled uphill, yes.
Oh,
In a snowstorm.
okay, Boomer.
Ooh,
Rude.
butt stubble. You
Thanks, butt
asked,
stubble.
and I will
And
give.
thanks, Groot.
but stubble coming in
Very
clutch.
good reroll. Okay. So we proceed.
And Route 711. Thank you both.
Yes.
So I assume we like search this whole like jungly area and eventually find this door to the northwest.
Yep. You do
I don't
indeed.
suppose I could try searching the area one more time with a life science check. Is that?
Yeah, as you
or is
move
this
through,
one of
you can sort of keep looking at things. I'll give you one more.
Thanks. I squandered your graciousness with getting one worse.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
Get
That's
it out
okay.
of the way, I say.
Probably not that exciting anyway.
You don't
Yeah,
see any
probably not.
interesting. I mean, you see lots of interesting flora, but nothing that like sparks what could have been going on here.
Mhm.
You guys make it to C5 up there. The door here is also unlocked.
Convenient.
It opens into an octagonal room paneled in dark metal containing an open shaft about 5 feet wide with a ladder on each side. The ladders are narrow, as is the distance between the rungs. And that's going to lead 30 feet down into C6 over here in the top corner of your map. The ladders don't look great. And that's for when you go down. Who got the Theta Shade? That's Adelaide. You can see all of the blood splatter patterns at once, which is
Jeez.
awesome. As you go down. All right. So as you guys descend the ladder, there's nothing good up here. As you guys descend the ladder, you do see several splatters of troll blood, which you recognize from before. A large creature, and it appears that it damaged these ladders by falling down. You can see it shift position when you blink or look away and back again, which is very strange. You can make a physical science check. 21. Well, not quite. But Adelaide, on the other hand, sees the blood everywhere, and she can make a mysticism check.
Woohoo! Let's find out how I do. Ah, gosh darn it, Adelaide rolled a
Bad rolls on this.
3.
It's just weird.
It's just weird.
And you guys drop down into this reactor over here. The 4 ladders emerge out of the shaft into the center of this room, dropping down into an enormous octagonal space. 2 sets of bright purple lights alternate in this chamber, creating constant, if pulsating, illumination. 4 heavy columns stand spaced evenly around the room. A niche in the east wall contains a wire framework of gold and silver, anchored to a smoky crystal machine, connected to which is a computer workstation, which is different. 2 small humanoids lie crumpled there in pools of blood. Small hemispheric nodules cover the walls, and the floor is a gridwork of heavy metal grates. The west wall has a series of large glowing rods running floor to ceiling, each emanating a hum. An airlock door is centered in the wall between 2 of the glowing rods. Deep gouges mark this door, presumably from the troll hunkered in front of it.
Oh, hi.
Now,
Oh,
Oh, hi, Mark.
as this troll, snarls and turns on you, very unhappy to be here. Let me tell you some special features of this room. None of you have telepathy, so that doesn't matter. These are 5-foot square grates on the floor. Anyone trained in engineering or professional architect knows that these grates can be lifted out of their framework, as they are designed to allow access to machinery and conduits in the floor for the reactor and its controls. You also know that such grating often has associated pry bars to lift them. There's going to be a crawl space under there. As a move action, you guys can make a strength check to lever a grate open or move it back into place. Each
Not
5-foot section of grate provides improved cover against attacks from the other side. And obviously the troll is too big to reach through the grates. However, it looks pretty strong. It can probably lift them. You get a low radiation warning in this room if you venture anywhere near the green part. There's also the workstation, which is flashing various messages at you. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, this.
I was afraid you would say that.
Interesting.
We need special combat music because it's a boss fight.
Yeah.
It is a boss
different
fight.
kind of music.
I was not prepared for this. Epic sci-fi space battle music.
Hey, lucky 13s.
All right, now I must roll initiative.
All right.
Aggressively average on initiative.
Boss fight gave you guys
Ogden.
lots of levers to pull, which is fun. Lasco
I'm
gets to go
excited.
first.
Lasco probably can't lift the grates, although he can take advantage of them if someone else moves them. Iris, what was your strength mod again? Are you
also-
Yeah.
You can also look around for a pry bar.
The pry bar
if you
helps.
so desire.
Oh, that
Yes,
sounds
pry bars are
fine.
It's-
open.
Yeah, if the pry bar is like the mechanical, like just a basic tool, it should give you a +2 to, the specific check that it was made for. In this case, prying open a grate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in this
Let us-
case, the pry bars, if you look around for them, will give a +2 circumstance bonus to lever up the floor grate, and all 3 can be used on one grate, allowing 2 users to aid a third, and the pry bars will grant a +2 to aid another attempts.
Okay, well, on this first round, when we have the advantage of him not being able to take attacks of opportunity, Lasco is going to trick attack up, take a swipe out of his hamstring, maybe, hopefully, one can dream. Ooh, is his CR
Pretty big.
nice? Oh, yep, that's about right. Miss.
Take a reroll.
But that is not enough. Do you want to use a
Let's take
reroll?
reroll?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Open
guess.
up this combat right.
Yeah. I take a reroll. Which one?
All right, this one's from Trippy.
Thank you, Trip.
Sorry, I wasted it. A 3 and then a 3.
Wasted it.
Lord, why?
And then I'll duck away to get over to this console so I can investigate it next turn.
Good, I'm
All
glad
right.
you did that.
Iris.
Oh, Iris is not afraid. Leif is afraid. Gonna just shift up there, and as they do, we're gonna just go for a shock attack.
Okay.
22 to hit EAC for 10
Ooh.
electricity damage.
That'll do it, friend.
I should hope so. That was a 15 on the die, I guess.
Heck yeah.
All right,
Do 10 damage.
and that'll be
Ogden.
it.
All right. Ogden is going to, meanwhile, back into this corner of the room, to the northeast, and is going to
Pokedex,
shoot this
right?
guy. I kind of want to shoot him to get an inhibitor on him, so then he's hitting us maybe a little less.
I might say that it's
So,
better to lower his AC, because remember that bosses have infinite attack mods in Starfinder.
That's true. Okay, yeah. No, you're right. That's a good point. So
Also,
Ogden
Iris
will
doesn't
instead shoot
know
this guy.
what resistances and stuff this guy has, and would like to know as soon as possible.
Of course. Ogden is going to shoot him with a -2 to AC, and is going to also double tap. I gotta look up whether I can do that and that.
Fingers crossed. No.
That is only a 13 to hit KAC. I am also tempted to take a reroll, but I don't know that it's worth it. I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna take a reroll.
This one is from Root. 7-11.
Thanks, Root. That's a much better shot. That is a 19 versus KAC.
That'll just do it.
Whew. All right, so he has. They have an AC of -2, or a penalty to AC -2, and they take 7 rounds. I suppose it might matter in this battle.
It might matter, is why I ask, yeah.
Mhm.
And yes, and then that is 8 points of piercing damage. Could we have? I wanted to mention this before, but then we got down here. Ogden wanted to load that blue Winnis poison into his pistol. In one of the needles.
You may have done so. I sort of rushed you down here. That's fine.
Thank you. No, that's understandable. You are a kind and benevolent GM, and I end my turn in defense mode.
The troll does a troll thing, and then is going to try to claw Iris twice, actually 3 times. He has a special ability.
No full attacks allowed.
He just did. Full attack. 15 probably misses. Does an 18 hit your KIC, Iris? Leaf?
Just
Dead
misses. Sorry. Double
okay.
mute.
Well, then those 2 miss. The third one is going to hit for 15 slashing damage. As it claws you good.
And more than half of my stamina is gone.
Yay! Yay!
And then it teleports
Kronk.
here.
Full attack and teleport. Spicy.
Yeah, it can do it part as a full round action. In fact, it has to. It cannot stay still. Fun fact. Your character knows it, but it has to teleport every turn. Adelaide.
If I take a full defense and move, I can't cast a spell, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Defense is a standard.
Ugh.
You can take a step back and cast a spell.
Okay, she takes a step back and she casts Ego Whip.
Oh wait, no, that's still in range.
Really
that's
sorry.
Still in range.
Yeah.
Still in range? Okay, then never mind.
Yes.
We'll just Ego Whip.
Oh, that's
Are you sure?
You will lose the spell
don't
if it
wanna,
hits when it
the
hits
spell
you.
and
That is a
15
bad
hit
opinion.
points.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, so I need to move out of range, and then I want to cast the spell.
Right, so you won't be able to do that this turn. You can take a withdraw action. That takes your standard action, but you'll still
Okay.
probably provoke because he has reach. You can do acrobatics,
you can
but that'll
try to
probably
twice.
fail because you don't have
I recommend guarded stepping twice if you don't want to eat an AOO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna, or you can cast a melee touch spell, which also usually doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Huh. Well, I do have Fear, but it only affects a living creature of CR 4 or lower.
Fear is not a melee touch spell.
Probably not.
Oh, yeah. Melee.
You have touch or fatigue.
I do have Fatigue, but geez, is that really even going to work?
You can always roll a 1.
You could fatigue and then take a guarded step back, and that way you're casting something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, sure. Live dangerously.
Yeah.
Oh, if you were living
You're gonna make
dangerously,
a save.
you'd cast a different.
But it was a worthy try. Do you want to use your move to step back then?
Yeah, I sure do. All right. More than 5 feet, or
Nope.
nope? Okay. Still
All right.
within range. So
Last
scary.
go.
Yeah, so let's look at this computer here. What kind of action does it take?
Yes. Looking at something in this case does not take an action because you're just looking. You notice that this is designed to require telepathic and manual input. So you would need some sort of telepathy, limited telepathy mind link to get access to this computer. But an alarm and an override is flashing on the workstation control panel. Oh, I need a round counter. I almost forgot.
That's not ominous at all.
No, not at all. And who's the end of the round? The troll is the end of the round. Oh, the troll got a turn, so it's technically not 2. Yeah, so you notice some flashing lights warning about the meltdown. At the moment, you do see the pry bars next to the workstation. And you see an override button, although you're not sure what it could be used for at the moment.
But I think I can't really use it unless I'm telepathic.
No, it's a button. You can hit the button. You can't use the computer.
I hit a button.
The button does nothing right now.
Oh. Then I'm confused. So I can't really do anything with the computer without being telepathic?
You can't use the computer itself. You may be able to use that override button for something, but you haven't seen the thing you can use it for yet, therefore.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay, so we do have the lever. We do, or the crowbar, and that would help me pry up a panel. So I guess I'll grab the crowbar and try to pry up the panel. Let's see how hard this is.
Okay, you get a +2 to your strength check. That'll do
That's
it.
a 16.
You can pry up a panel.
Let me draw
That's a
a
move
shape.
action. Which panel are you prying up?
I'll grab this one.
So you could duck under there, but if you duck under there, you can't reach the button anymore.
I assume I can't. Yeah.
You could pry it up and motion to Adelaide to get under there.
Yeah, I think that's mostly the person I'm most worried about. Like, me and Iris are sort of designed to... Actually, on that note, Ogden, are you likely to want to provoke something? I can, like, take it if...
Oh, I see. Ogden was thinking of guarded stepping away and then shooting again, and using a free action to recall knowledge.
Okay, then I'll use acrobatics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do some acrobatics checks. That'll do it. And
Heck
then,
yeah.
Oh, but I don't have flanking because Iris isn't there yet. Actually, I will.
Attack.
Yeah, I guess I'll like ready that until Iris moves up.
Yeah. If you ready your attack, we can attack together because Iris is going to move up.
Well,
So-
you used a move to pry up the floor grate.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I still have a
then
standard.
you're-
Move, and then you can
No, the standard includes the
You can
moves.
still
and
move as a... Right.
Oh,
You can't use
trick
acrobatics.
attack. Yeah.
Oh, but I
Oh,
can't
but the
use
trick
acrobatics.
attack,
as
yeah,
part of
yeah.
the attack. Yes,
Tumbling.
that's true.
You can't tumble.
Okay. Well,
you can
here,
still move, but you
let's-
can't tumble.
We'll do it like this then. Iris. Oh wait, no, because Iris is just gonna 5-foot shift in.
Yeah.
Well, you can move 5 feet and provoke. That's fine too.
I'm not going to do that. I'm already down half my stamina. Alaska can take some stamina damage too.
It's not worth
That is a point.
So, Lasco's waiting for Iris to move in and then moving up to do a trick attack.
Yeah, I guess.
And then do a trick attack.
I'm not sure if it's worth it, but I don't see any better options. So that's what we'll do.
Do you not have a ranged weapon? There's
I-
that option.
I do, but I can't pull it out and also use it this turn.
Gotcha.
All right, both of you attack.
I provoke.
I'm gonna use shock pad again.
Oh, you do provoke, yes. So
Ew. Drunk.
troll is gonna claw you.
Oh, you don't flat-foot it either. Ah, I needed that.
Yeah, you don't
do have
flat, but you do hit.
It's
And it's
14
got that
against these.
break, so that brings it down by 2. You got not quite. You're very close. Belasco does hit for 10. Yes, you, Iris, is very close.
I don't want to
And
reuse
as
our last 3.
you have 2 actually.
Go for it. Let's burn through these suckers.
Okay.
This one
Need
is
to
from
get
Butt
above
Stubble.
5.
It's about
Oh no!
Man,
was
we're
a
really not good
5.
at rerolling.
Another 5.
We have wasted every pronking reroll we've got. This is disgusting.
Rerolls are capricious. It's the thing. It's my word of the day. Lasco, as you
Nice
move
one.
in, the troll claws you for 14 slashing damage.
Got it.
Iris.
My turn.
Oh, they gave you some more rerolls and a nat 20.
Oh gosh.
Fuck up a nat
Ooh.
20. Pronk up a nat 20.
No one gets that
Can't
for a
pronk
trick
that
attack.
up.
Trick attack's probably the highest single damage.
Oh, that was
we have.
Iris's turn, the move and the attack. Ogden.
All right, Ogden. All right,
Ooh, you guys got another
Ogden is
nat
gonna back up over here. Oh, we got 2 nat 20s. Because I kind of want to see if I can hit this guy with the blue Winnis poison, because that's fun. That would make the troll go unconscious if it managed to. Admittedly, if it miraculously failed a Fortitude save DC 14.
Let's not bet on that.
Yeah, I guess not. So
You can still fire it.
Ogden
but
in.
yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not use the nat 20.
Right.
I get it. Ogden will try and spend a free action before moving, actually, to recall knowledge on this thing. Would that be a life science check, Nick?
Oh, you want to actually roll it?
I'm not going to do it. I actually want to roll it. Yeah, 'cause I don't want to. Spend the move action this turn.
Is culture?
Culture to know about trolls.
They're humanoids.
Humanoids, yeah. It's weird.
Weird.
All right. Well, in
this
that
one
case,
then.
I don't do that. I will use my move action because I realized that they provoked this turn, so I don't need to worry about stepping back. Ogden will aim his microlab and scan it as a move action, this time using life science, I hope.
All right. You get.
But you have told me.
Oh no, humanoids are life science. I lied to you. If you want to change that.
Oh.
I was looking it up just to be sure. Humanoids are life science.
Well, let's try. Probably not better than a nat 20, so. Would that 22 get me anything?
22? No.
Okay, then I'll burn my move action to scan it properly with my microlab,
All right.
and that gets me.
One piece of information, which is why it's mentions that on your lookups.
Right. Yes.
This thing is incredibly rare and has a high CR. Defenses. You want to know a special ability?
Yeah. Let's go defenses, because nothing worse
Yes.
than like realizing belatedly it's immune to something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it does have fast healing 5. It has versatile regeneration 5. And it's immune to radiation.
No, that's too bad.
Immune to radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Versatile healing, you said?
Yeah, like the troll polyps that you ran into before.
Right.
Oh, you shut it down by having many different types of attacks.
Right.
Okay, and they have to be energy types?
Yeah, it has to take damage from more than one energy type during the same turn, or damage from 3 or more in any given round.
Okay. Adelaide, do you still have that plasma pistol?
Well, I haven't gotten rid of it.
Iris actually
Her hazard also does energy damage.
Right,
Yeah.
but I was thinking the plasma pistol does 2 types of damage in one turn if she hits with
all
it.
you got to do is hit with it, and
Yeah.
Lasco has his 5.
Okay. So all of that, and then Ogden is going to shoot it with a laser pistol, I think. Double tap laser pistol to try and shut off its, contribute to shutting off its regeneration. Habib. That's a 16 to hit its EAC.
I think that does it. Let me pull the sheet back up. That does do it. 7 fire
7
damage.
points of fire damage.
So we've done fire damage this round.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Any other kinds?
No.
Okay.
No, because Iris missed, and then Lasco did bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So kinetic doesn't count as an energy type, even though that's scientifically incorrect. Okay, got it.
Yeah, scientifically.
For the classification purpose of this game, it does not count.
For damage types. No.
Yes.
Scientifically.
And that's Ogden.
That's Ogden. Let me mark the shield breakdown. And the troll on its turn is going to claw. Let's see. Let's do 1 against each of you. 1 for Ogden, 1 for Lasco, and 1 for Iris.
Share the wealth.
Just a
Share the
raking
wealth.
sweep.
Does a Oof. Does a 17 hit Ogden?
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Yes.
It's
Still
15 slashing damage. And
look, all
I'm
my
not even
stamina.
gonna ask if this hits Lasco. 16 slashing damage is for Lasco. Does a 22 hit Iris?
Yeah, it does.
13 slashing damage for Iris.
Oh, that's
And then-
just the last of my stamina.
Oh god.
And then the troll teleports over here.
Ah!
Prong
And
off.
then at the end of that round, the room floods with radiation,
Oh, no!
which you're protected from by your environmental protections. Lasco, you realize that if you had been close to that button, you probably could have hit it real fast and prevented that.
Oh, got it.
Radiation.
That's okay. Because
Now you've
So
seen
it's
it.
a reaction.
now you know it is a reaction to make a reflex save to push that button.
Right.
Every
What did you say?
2 rounds.
no, we're immune to the radiation because of our armor.
Yeah, it's low radiation.
I think that's what Nick was saying.
Okay, got it. Does it seem like there's a
I
chance
wonder if
it'll
that'll.
increase, though?
No, you guys are fine.
Okay.
It's always
The
funny
oil
when they
troll
do that.
heals the troll.
Oh,
Oh, it heals the troll.
Oh, didn't I mention that?
No.
No. No, you didn't mention that, Nick. No, forgot that, I think.
Adelaide.
All right. Well, Adelaide will, I guess, hop down into this little place that Lasco provided for her. Thank you.
It's a move action hop down there, and then it's a move action to pull the grate back, which is also a strength check. To make
Oh. Okay. Oh, she definitely cannot do that.
It's only a 11.
She
Yeah,
has
you
a
could.
minus.
Do you not have a +1 to strength? You have a
She's a
-2.
-1. She's a -1 to strength.
Oh,
Well, that's
a little less.
still make it.
It's possible.
Oh, but I want to actually cast something today, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it can still reach you, can it? Or is she down low enough? that
It
she's
can, because the grate's not over you, so it can still. It'll get an attack of opportunity if you cast a spell.
Okay, but if I
Yeah.
do get the grate over me, will I be able to cast spells through the grate?
Yes, with impunity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They can't reach
Sounds
you.
worth it.
So it's kind of worth, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's make. Let's
Well, and
try
instead
this
of
streak.
instead of
And
pulling
you-
the grate down over you, couldn't you just like crawl since it's a crawl space?
You
That seems
could.
like it won't have
Yeah.
require a strength check.
Oh, I like that.
You
That's
can't.
true.
That's true,
You
then
can't
you can-
5-foot shift and crawl though. That's the problem. So it would still get an attack of opportunity as she crawls. And when you're crawling, you're prone.
Mm,
Well,
Yeah, but she hasn't taken
quite
any
has
hits
to
yet anyways.
crawl, but she does have to duck.
Yeah,
Which you can't. You lose some of your maneuverability because the crawl space under there is only 4 feet tall.
oh.
You can take one
Okay,
hit.
so it's not crawling.
You can take one hit and then you'll be safe.
Adelaide can take one hit and then be basically safe for the rest. That is true.
Okay.
What
all
are the
right.
chances it'll take all of your stamina?
And then this does open up options for Iris and Lasco to not have to take attacks of opportunity this round.
It's effectively difficult terrain, so you're going to move at half speed down there. But
All right. 1, 2, 3.
it's going to attempt to claw you as you get away. Oh, that's going to hit 17 slashing damage
Yikes. All right.
as
Well,
you duck under the grates. But now you're safe because it's too big to hit you through the grates anywhere else.
that did take most of my stamina.
I assumed.
But now you're a caster under the floor, which is a great place for the
Yeah.
caster to be.
Yes.
Right? Cast her in the floorboards.
Just in the floorboard.
Let's go.
Right. Lasco will.
Lasco. Might I make a suggestion?
Sure.
We attack it at the same time.
Yeah, of
Thereby
course.
doing our damage at the same time.
Yeah,
negate its. Yeah. Okay. We're on
Yeah,
the
I
same
know how
page.
this goes.
He doesn't
I
have
got your
he
thing.
doesn't have an energy type though. He's
Yeah.
punching it.
No,
Yeah,
I
he does.
don't. I can do what I want. Watch.
He's got a.
Look, I do an acrobatics check to get out of this hellhole, which is his reach. Ooh, I think that succeeds. The DC is high, but not that high.
If you're moving through just one square.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
15
not
plus
enough.
1.5 times CR.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, but again, he took an attack
He
of
already took his
opportunity.
reaction, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, what am I doing with my life? Okay.
Jeez.
Then yeah, I just dash over here, hop up onto the terminal so that I'm in easy reach of the button, and then ready in action to shoot him with. And as I'm moving, I draw my pulsecaster pistol, which does fire, and then ready in action to shoot him when he gets attacked by someone else with energy.
I just imagine.
Pulsecaster pistol does fire.
Yep,
Yeah.
fire non-lethal.
I imagine.
Oh, is he immune to non-lethal? Trolls are weird.
No, just radiation.
Okay.
Ogden told you that.
Lasco just sort of like stepping his paw, his foot paw over to smack the button
Iris.
when needed.
Iris is going to full attack and use one of our nat 20s because we have 2 chillin'.
You do. This
so
one
yeah.
is from Butt Bubble.
Yeah.
Thank you, Butt Stubble, for turning that 7 into a critical hit.
Nice. And 19 also
Yeah.
hits, so roll me
Oh, yes.
one more damage there.
Oh, hold on.
1d4
Are we
plus-
trying to all do this at the same time? Don't you want to delay until after Ogden?
I think the two of you just need to hit him at the same time.
Yeah, no, if we hit at the same
Because
time. then-
it's twice.
Yeah, but I might miss.
Oh, that's a good point. Ogden, get
You
in
can-
here.
You can hold it for Ogden to shoot.
Sure.
At the
Does
same
Ogden
time.
have an energy type?
Okay.
I mean, Ogden's pistol.
I have a fire. You have a pulsecaster pistol, which my confusion before was I'm pretty sure that does electricity damage, right?
Please hold.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it does.
I just assumed.
Can confirm it's electric. I apologize.
So is it pulsecaster or is it the same thing in fire flavor? Because I know there's a fire non-lethal. Oh, okay.
He has the pulsecaster. So then
That's electric.
it's okay. Less okay, but Ogden does need to go with you all then, and he'll just draw his acid pistol, I guess. We didn't figure out this thing is immune.
It's electric.
Then he also does electric.
What? No, you said
That's
you have
one
a
type
fire
of damage.
pistol.
No. Iris just attacked.
Iris does
You
electric.
both did
Got it.
electric.
Shock
Got
pad.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's what
then Ogden will fire with his azimuth laser pistol, and hope to hit. And then I guess Lasco could also take his shot, even though it's not gonna. Yeah.
Is his CR is probably above 4.
Yes.
So
the
I only
22
do
will
4
hit.
damage.
4.
Right.
And Ogden,
His tail whips around with the azimuth laser pistol and shoots. He shoots.
Nice.
He scores for 22 to hit EAC
Nice.
for 8
nice.
piercing damage.
And that shuts down the
And that-
regeneration.
Yeah.
It does shut down his regeneration this turn. You do have that forked pistol, which is electric and fire.
Yes.
If you
So I was
guys
gonna
just
mention.
found, it is only a D3, but you do
What-
have it.
And that
And you have
plasma
that
brand.
Red Star Solar brand, which is also plasma.
Yeah.
I'd also like
Yeah.
to mention that I want to cast the spell Caustic Conversion, which will be doing acid damage
Oh, okay.
initially and then on rounds.
Continuously. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect,
Um,
because that'll even sort of counteract his fast healing a little.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. I think we got this.
All
So I have a move action.
You still have a move
And
action.
what I would like to do with that is take out, because Ogden's been carrying the Starfinder backpack. So
Okay.
would it be a safe assumption that he has the plasma pistol that we just picked up, 6.4 notch? Okay. So he'll take it out and sort of call out to Lasco, Mr. Lasco, and slide the pistol across the floor.
Saves me from having to
If
do
you
that. We
allow
also-
that all in one move action. If not, I could just hold it out for Lasco to pick up.
You can pull it out. That's a move action. But tossing it or sliding it would be its own.
Okay.
You can hold it.
Let me make
Last
sure that
one's
the
got plenty
Starfinder
of movement. I
backpack.
don't feel bad. Oh, Starfinder
let me just
backpack
look-
lets you draw things as if you're drawing a weapon, if I recall correctly.
Addition, you can, yeah. Oh yeah, allowing you to retrieve the object as if you were drawing a weapon. So yep,
So-
it doesn't modify the action.
Right, but you could pull it as you move over to Lasco and hold it out to him.
Oh, that's a good point. So I'll do that. Ogden will move over next to Lasco and say, "Here, try this," and take it or leave it. That is Ogden's turn.
We also haven't resolved the fortitude save this guy needs to make for being staggered from my crit.
What?
Oh snap!
Yes.
I mean, he's probably gonna make it. What does he need?
Yeah, probably. Gosh, not anything nearly that high. Go ahead and roll and tell me if it's like above a 13. It's probably
Oh, it
gonna
is.
make
Yeah,
it.
he's fine.
Okay.
He doesn't
If
care
it's
about your
super-
staggered.
If it's super above 13, then yeah, I'm not even gonna bother looking.
In that case, he's gonna pop. Oh, over here. Claw at Ogden. Claw at Lasco. Actually, he'll pop here. And then do all three again.
Of course.
1, 2, 3. Ogden, 26 to hit for 13 slashing damage. Lasco,
Okay.
I sincerely apologize for this, but that is a crit for
Ooh.
8 28 slashing damage, and I need a wound is a fortitude save, right?
Leska drops either way.
Oh no!
Still gotta make a
Oh,
save for
crap.
wound.
Yeah, you're gonna need to
Yeah,
make that
it
save
is a
or lose the
fortitude
body
save.
part, my friend.
Ooh.
Or bleed.
Or
Fortitude, you
bleed.
say?
It's more likely you'll bleed,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Fortitude.
Oh, hold on. We have to roll the
goodness.
d20
Fail.
first because it determines the type of save. So roll a d20. Choose your own wound fate. On a
Another
1,
one.
general,
It's-
no save.
Just bleed.
You have bleed 1d6. So
Still
Got
not
it.
great.
unconscious, prone, dying, bleeding, really, really bad.
Got it.
Yeah. No,
It's arguably the worst
And
one to
then-
roll when it drops you to the ground because you're going to lose another
Yeah.
resolve point just for.
it's alright.
And
Somebody's gonna
then-
stabilize him. He'll be fine.
I think stabilize will remove bleed too. And then Iris, a 16 probably doesn't hit you.
Oh, it does not actually. Wow, that's
Iris be nimble. Iris be quick.
Iris jump over the trolls.
No.
Children watch
Big.
this show.
Sick.
And I think my counter is off because I feel like I just flooded you guys with radiation.
It was the. This is round 3.
Yeah. Adelaide.
All right, Adelaide will cast Caustic Conversion using the spell gem that she got. And since this is on her, what's the word? Her spell list, she doesn't need to have it in her special glove. So she can just use the spell gem. Spell gem, Caustic Conversion. It turns the water vapor in the air into acid.
That's a crit, motherfucker!
That's a crit.
Yes.
So roll. Oh, it did roll the damage again for you. So that's 9, 21 damage.
Beautiful.
Troll is dead.
What?
Oh.
Troll is dead.
Troll is dead.
Yeah, no, you guys bashed it last round, and then you disabled it
yeah.
for decoration, and that was another crit.
And then
I just-
acid
oh,
just
yeah.
from
The
the floor.
troll
Just,
collapses with a resounding crash to the floor.
Just imagine,
beautiful.
just imagine tall Adelaide, who's like almost 7 feet tall, hunched over with a little crystal going, poof, and then
It flies out from between the grates that you're
Right, yeah.
standing on.
Just acid engulfs it. Oh my god.
But you're not out of dodge just yet because that reactor is still set to blow.
oh,
Let's go. Leska's
prom.
bleeding out.
Also,
Oh,
Lasco, yeah.
prom.
We should probably
I
resolve
imagine-
Lasco real quick.
I imagine. Dear,
oh,
Lasco's
yes.
up next. Yeah, we can't leave turn order just yet.
So Leska loses a resolve. Do I lose 2
Two.
resolves because I'm bleeding?
Stabilize.
Oh yeah, with bleeding.
Well, you
if you take
bleed-
any damage.
If you take any damage.
So I
you,
lose
you
2.
lose a resolve point.
Okay, yeah, so you lose 1 for taking damage because that happens at the beginning of your turn, and then you lose 1 so you can stabilize.
Yep.
Then
And then these guys can get you up.
yeah, Ogden will he'll look down at Lasco, who seems to be breathing pretty shallowly, and fiddle with one of the settings on his pistol and just shoot Lasco with the healing serum that he had preloaded in there. This may look awkward. And it's for minimum healing.
Oh,
You should feel better
Feast
now,
or famine,
right?
Feast or famine with those things.
But,
Yeah.
Really,
Sure.
I hate healing serums so much in this game.
They're disgusting,
Um,
and they should be able to add at least something to the base die roll. Just
Well, you can. You can take a feat that gives you a whole +1 for a Mark 1 serum of healing, and it takes you extra time to customize it, and it can only be customized towards one life form.
Well,
you're really
I'd be willing to
Sounds-
entertain
sounds
giving you
weird.
guys average rolls on every healing serum if you like, but we can talk about that at a later date.
indeed.
Blasco is conscious.
After he gets the injection, Lasko will like blearily open his eyes and look around panically towards the troll, and then see it there, and then lies back down.
Iris will then walk up and say, "No, not yet," and prop him up in the computer chair.
All right, buddy. You got
Place
this.
another healing serum in Lasko's hand. Don't worry, I'm marking them off of my my sheet here. I'm down to one left.
You want to roll it?
Oh god. Well, I had better luck than Ogden, so yes. 5. Better than average.
All right, and thus emboldened with a massive 6 hit points, Laska will do some. Oh yes, I need. This computer can't be used unless you have telepathy.
It's not an ability
I'm afraid I can't give you telepathy.
What about our friend upstairs? What race is he? Does he have telepathy?
It does not.
Keshti do not have telepathy.
Well, this is awkward.
Well, you can try it without.
I'll
will
try to
inject you.
I'll try to mimic
Get it.
telepathy with, and I make some computer checks.
Like a +2. It is an enhancement bonus, actually. Oh,
Oh, hey.
30.
30. Gosh, I hope we don't need higher than that. That was an 18 on the die.
Yeah. Goodness.
Well, sadly,
Oh, but you know,
because
we do need.
do not have telepathy. I need to roll some stuff.
Oh.
2, 3,
Oh, jeez.
4, up to 6 targets. Can target same creature more than once. So we'll do 1 at each of you, and then we'll roll for the last 2. Let's start with Ogden.
And I
17.
didn't detect this trap earlier.
As a
Okay.
no.
17 versus Ogden.
A laser defense grid snaps into place as you.
Yeah, I mean, that hits Ogden.
That hits Ogden.
Yeah.
4 fire damage
Oh, well. Right then.
from lasers. Lasco's a 19.
It's
2 fire damage from lasers.
the
Adelaide.
absorbs it.
Nice.
That's
It's a
lucky.
27. 3 fire damage from
Okay.
lasers. Iris. 21.
Yep.
3 fire damage from the laser grid.
As you just hear a...
And then for the last 2, I'll roll a d4 with the same numbers. 1, 2, 3. Ogden is 1, Lasco is 2, Adelaide is 3, Iris is 4. Ogden. 14 hit your EAC.
Oh.
No? And then, Lasco. 22 to hit your EAC.
That's okay. Lasco is suited to be taking this
Yeah,
damage.
Lasco actually can't take
Yeah.
this.
I am
damage.
immune
It's
to
only
these
4.
lasers.
And then you
Unless it's a crit.
Unless it's a crit.
Before
yeah.
it resets, Lasco, do you want to try another computer's check to try and
If a 30 wasn't enough,
bypass? It was enough.
No,
You
here's
just
what you're
didn't
gonna
have telepathy.
You're
what
also
was
going
it?
to use that nat 20 that we have, because we have a second nat 20.
Oh, would you like to use your nat 20 to hack that
yeah,
computer?
why not? Why
Get
not?
past the firewall? All right, this one is from Chaos.
Yeah.
Which gives you more than enough. You take a second attempt at it, rallied by knowing exactly what the firewall is attached to, and bypassing that firewall, you manage to turn off the laser grid before further damage is done to your friends. So you also gain access to the control module for the reactor.
Good.
This is the only way you're going to get the doors upstairs to open. You'll need a computer check is a full round action to shut it down. You also have the option to set the reactor to power up again after a predetermined cooldown time. That reactivation can also be set to an emergency sanitization, which will cause the reactor to melt down later.
I don't really want to do that.
How much later?
As later
Yeah,
as you
how
want.
much? Oh,
Like 300 years later?
Sure.
Why would I do
I think the
this?
power here will last that long.
yeah, that
uh,
doesn't seem like a good thing to do.
Out of spite, out of rage, a different party, perhaps.
Hold on, I'm checking something here. Yeah,
A more
Iris will have
chaotic lean.
strong issues with this if we go down this path.
Yeah, Lasco is neither
mean-
spiteful nor rageful. I think we're good.
Iris, you do have other stewards upstairs who are bombarding this illegal base. So,
True, but do we just go right to we're gonna blow it up? I don't know.
it's up to you guys.
Seems
What?
like the lawful neutral thing would be to leave it so we can come back and study it and find out what the pronk these little fleam heads are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gathered all the evidence you can find. You guys combed this section of the base pretty thoroughly, and you could assume that the stewards combed the other one that they went through pretty thoroughly too. So
I mean,
Okay.
if it would be narratively convenient for us to blow it up, we can do that, and I can
Well,
find justification. I'm just saying that if
I'm just
That's what I'm saying.
providing y'all
G-
with justifications for whatever you want
GM
to do. So
GM
totally
wants
up
us
to
to blow something up. Let's blow something up, guys.
I didn't say I
Yeah.
wanted to blow something up.
yeah, it's,
I'm
In a
just
vacuum, I don't think any of us would go for blowing it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't blow it up.
I am curious, just so we can hear it again. What were our options? One more time.
shut it down. Shut it down and give it tell it to power up again after a predetermined cooldown time. Or shut it down and set it to emergency sanitization later.
Right.
All done.
Iris tries to contact the other stewards.
Have you gotten to your reactor
right.
yet?
Yes. Speedy answer time. I appreciate that. Yes, the reactor is under control, and the threat is neutralized, at least for the time being. What is our next course of action?
Well, let's get out of here. We just got to ours. We got it shut down too. We'll meet you outside.
Very good. We will, and I hope they are sending coordinates to some place to meet or something.
We
Yeah,
already
you'll be able to
know that.
go back up to the exit hall
Okay.
upstairs and meet up with them.
Good.
Iris says, understood. Are we? Is this a sanitation protocol? Are we burning everything, or are we leaving it for later?
See how.
Yeah, no, take your time.
Yeah.
Kind of throwing a curveball at you there.
Didn't be clear by asking him now instead of later. He says, "Oh, was that an option? I didn't notice that option."
Indeed. We can set it to self-destruct at a later date.
Hopefully, after we get that NPC whose name, who I can't remember, that we weren't able
It
to.
would rid us of a menace to the system. That's for sure.
Nick, as a player who wishes to return the kind benevolence, I will remind you that you have the option to terminate communications for any reason at any point.
Yeah. No, he's friendly.
Mr. Lasco will pipe up. I understand that the station is an enemy of the state. However, that the owners of the station are enemies of state. However, the station itself is neutral. We might better understand what they've done here and to us by leaving it intact.
Too dangerous.
This is true.
Someone might try to retake this facility. We can't spare the manpower to guard it.
That's all Iris needed to hear. Let's blow it up, guys.
All right, give me a computer's check to set it.
Lasco.
If they plan on never coming back here,
You got a couple.
if they plan on never coming back here, then this might be the best course of action.
You wanna use a reroll?
Let's use a reroll.
It'll be slightly better.
I mean, you only rolled a
but-
6.
You still have.
I was gonna say,
still
you
have
only rolled a
+2.
6.
It lasts for 7 rounds.
Well, I'll use a reroll.
All right, this one's from Chaos.
Thank you,
21 plus 2
Chaos.
is 23.
20. I'll. Yeah. I'll give
Would
it
a
to you
plus
guys.
one? Would a +1 help here? Or you just said? Oh, never mind.
You just said she would give it to us.
Yeah.
I did. All right,
I think
you
I
guys
might be on a
set the-
delay here.
You guys set the reactor to explode, and make your way quickly back up to B12, where the blast doors are now open. You meet up with Shez and his team in that room. He waits just beyond the blast doors with a team of soldiers in dark military armor. He gives a nod and a slight grin. Great work! Let's get out of here, eh? I sent my drone ahead, and the way is all clear to the Void Crier.
Did we get the Ikeshti? We grabbed him, right?
Oh,
We
he
would have
refused
wanted to get
leave
him out.
with you.
What?
Why?
There are no conditions under which he will leave with you. He doesn't want to live.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Well, he did
Iris-
become a Reaver, not a Reaver.
Yeah.
Rivener.
Rivener.
Um,
Yeah. Iris
and
Iris
they're-
does respect that decision. Yes.
Okay. I mean,
I'm
you
sorry to
guys
interrupt
could
the
knock him
narrative.
out and force him to go home.
he would have no place in Ikeshti society.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
What about the Belita? Didn't we didn't kill the Belita, did we?
You left the Belita in the other lab.
Oh,
We'll
dear.
grab him and bring him along.
And you don't have time to get back there.
Damn.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Oh,
Well-
man.
Not everybody makes it.
Sorry.
Okay. Bummer.
Dwarf at the beginning of.
Sorry. The stewards lead the way as they walk up into a wide hallway that slopes up. Eventually, the passage opens into a landing bay in which a sleek, dark warship sits. A gangway ramp already stands open in the mid-forward section of the ship. Permission to come aboard? Says Shez. Shut up and get your butts in here. We need to roll, Shez. Says Gnarl over the comm. Shez grins and grunts and moves towards the gangway, the others following behind. I presume y'all also get on the ship if you don't want to be here anymore.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, they're took
Iris.
it off.
Yeah, as soon as possible gets on that ship.
Shez invites you up to the bridge, and the Void Crier lifts and lurches off as the thrusters engage. The view screen shows a dull gray chunk of stone receding among the other asteroids as the starship speeds up. Suddenly, part of the asteroid detonates, followed by a second and equally massive explosion that starts to tear the place apart. The explosion then pauses, turns green and reverses, folding the asteroid in on itself. It shrinks to a single bright green point and blinks out of existence. No debris, no residue, no hint that it ever existed. That's
Weird.
that, says Narla. You guys can make a mysticism or a physical science check on what just happened there, if you like.
Yeah.
We will also ask
Absolutely.
because she seems unsurprised.
Mm-hmm.
Ogden gets
Well,
a
they
nat
did tell you.
20 for a 29.
Ogden, the phenomena you just witnessed is related to the quantum experiments in the lab, which is also the quantum troll and the quantum replicator and the Staris blinking into existence weirdly. You feel the shockwave from the explosion rock the Void Crier, and then everything is still again.
Okay, so that's not weird. It's weird, but explainably weird.
It's explainably weird, yes. And
Okay. Ogden will make observation of that.
you are now comfortably back aboard the Pact World ship. You can get some real rest, finally, after all this time in this gray base. Welcome to level 5.
Woo!
Yeah.
You guys finally have some downtime, and we will pick up this adventure next week in Book 3, Deceiver's Moon.
Ooh.
Deceiver's Moon. Interesting.
Moon.
Good job today, guys. Big shout out to all of our audience who donated
Yes.
rerolls and nat 20s to help these guys take down that troll in record hecking time.
Would not have made it
Yeah, wow.
otherwise. We are we are at 7 past when we wanted to. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, guys.
Would have also been a very bloody battle. A much
yes.
more bloody battle, I should say.
Considering we had all of that and Lasco still went down and potentially was in big trouble.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, viewers, and thank you, Nick.
Y'all are the real MVPs.
Always. Like to give a shout out to Seth for doing our fantastic character art, and to Tom for doing our theme music. On Thursday, we'll be back with new Rise of the Rune Lords, Star Lords, Rise of the Star Lords. Hopefully, the glitch gremlins won't get us this time. We apologize to anybody who was trying to watch Thursday's episode. We'll release the parts we managed to salvage of the recording here in the near future. But glitch gremlins are glitch gremlins. There's not a whole lot we can really do about them until they pop out of the computers and we can smash them with our tactical batons. New Cosmic Crit tonight, and don't forget, next Saturday, we're going to have a fundraiser for Black Lives Matter right here on this channel. We'll get you guys the link for how you can donate in advance before the event if you can't make it. That's at noon Pacific time. And we're going to bring back the Sundivers for that. And Jet is going to see how many times he can kill them in the span of 4 hours.
I'm really excited about going back to my Herald voice. It's much more exciting than last week's voice.
Oh man, and I can
I'm
trot
excited
out,
to be large again.
what's her name?
And in charge.
Trot out Mouse and have a consistent accent.
It's going to be a good time. If you guys have ideas for power-ups, let us know. You can always email us, nonstandardaction@gmail.com, or you can come over to the Discord server and give us suggestions there for power-ups you'd like to see for the PCs during that special. As always, you can also contact us. Let us know things you want to know about the characters. If you have ideas for icebreaker questions, shoot us an email. Let us know what those are, and we will ask them. If you have shout-outs you want to give, you want to yell happy birthday at somebody who loves the show, whatever else, we love getting mail from you guys. We haven't gotten any, but I'm really excited to someday get mail from you guys and read it on the air.
We love the idea of getting mail from you guys.
We love the idea of getting mail. Please send us mail.
And art, anything. Hi.
If you want to just chat with us, as always, come over to the Discord server. If you want to play some Starfinder, check out the Cosmic Crit Discord server. There are tons of games on there all the time. So that's a great place to go if you're looking to get more Starfinder in your life and not just watch us play it. Although we hope you enjoy watching us play it.
Yes, Sheriff does make a good point. We require additional icebreaker questions. Our imagination is vast, but it is still limited. It is
not infinite.
Yeah, me and Jet made a list.
It's
starting to run out. It is finite. We need your help to ask these guys more silly questions about their characters.
Yes.
Oh man.
Set Ava up for more Ren Crota responses. You'll love it, I promise.
It is pretty great. All right, say goodbye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Take care of yourselves out there, folks.